For the first time in 2026, welcome to Special Stage and welcome to the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. It is round 1 of 7. It is the East Riding Stages. I'm Paul Woodford and I'm delighted to be joining you here live on Special Stage. We're going to be live for this final stage of this first evening's loop of the East Riding Stages. And welcome to my hometown. This is East Yorkshire. And the little Wold stage, stage 3, after the first 2 spectator stages through the Westwood, finished in the village I grew up in, South Cave, which was pretty wild seeing stop boards going down Beverley Road into the finish. And the drivers are going to need their brave pills this evening. I can tell you that for a fact, because I learnt to drive in these lanes, and I've needed my brave pills from time to time, and I wasn't driving full chat in a rally car. It is wet. It has just stopped racing. It's just stopped raining. It's only just started racing. And it is greasy. And all the talk this morning and this afternoon on the recce and in service was of tyres. Talking to Brad Cole, interestingly enough, before we came out to get ready for this live stage, he was saying, I'm going to go on wets. I might burn them up in that last stage of the day, the 11.5 mile stage, but I'm going to put them on. Do you know what? He's probably not going to burn them up now because it is very wet out here. Although it stopped raining now, it was hammering it down for a short while. And we've had non-stop rain here in East Yorkshire for about the last month. I think that's probably true of most places in the UK. But we've had a bit of a reprieve in the last 2 or 3 days. But everywhere's very wet. As a result, the roads around here are very muddy. Not as muddy as they were with the BRC cars through before the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship cruise last year on the East Riding Stages. That is fair to say. The lanes of East Yorkshire kicking us off then on what will be another epic asphalt rally adventure in 2026. Bit of a gap after this one before we go to the iconic Isle of Man for the Manx National Rally, back with its proper name. Very excited about that. It's the little things, isn't it? Sometimes it's the details. The border competitions, Jim Clark Rally after that, both in May. Then we're over to the Scottish Peninsula for the Argyll Rally. The Tour of Epint, followed by the Down Rally in Northern Ireland. And we're in Shrewsbury for the Hills Forward stages to finish the championship off in September. Seems a long way off. We'll be there before we know it. 17.76 miles, the first loop tonight of stages 4. Stages 2, which were about 1.5 miles each around the Westwood stage, the spectator special stage. Nothing special for the crews, but a great chance for the fans, and there were plenty of fans out in Beverley this evening ready for the action to enjoy what these rally cars have to bring to these roads. And it's quite a spectacle. 160 cars on the entry this weekend. World Rally cars, Rally 2 cars, historic cars. One of the cars of the show has to be Simon Bowen's fire-breathing Group A spec, full FIA historic Sierra Cosworth. Really looking forward to seeing that Gemini Sierra on the stage's fire, belting from the side exit exhaust on the 80s Ford. Look out for that. Proper RED car as well. Dogleg gearbox. Had a good look around that earlier. Got a fantastic selection of cars for you, though, on this year's East Riding Stages. And the championship entries in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship looking very healthy indeed. Hello to PB Engineering, who are watching back in service. One of their drivers, our star entry, surely, on this opening round. The reigning Asphalt Rally champion, Sam Touzle, who you may have seen in the week, has bought a pair of brand new Fiestas from M Sport. That's a hell of a present to buy yourself at the start of the season, isn't it? A gravel spec car and the asphalt spec car that you're going to see on these lanes tonight. Now, as you can see, it's pretty dark. You might expect that. You're going to see not much more than spotlights, glowing brake discs, and in the case of that Sierra Cosworth, some flames from the side exhaust, I'm sure, on our live camera in the stage this evening. But rest assured, we'll bring you plenty of action tomorrow as well, starting off with the first stage of the day, stage 5, which will be Seaton. Nice 7-mile blast to start off. And we'll be back in that same stage, albeit in a different location, for stage 11. just after lunchtime. So your weekend really is fully sorted, isn't it, here on Special Stage, thanks to our sponsors Protyre in the Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. Awaiting the first cruise through to our camera, which is at the end of, well, it's about half a mile from the end of this stage, and then we'll get reaction from our crews right at the end. And we're going to go right through the order, so plenty of entertainment, action in the stage, albeit spotlights is about all you'll see, and reaction at the stage end as well. Hello, if we happen to have been stuck on the big screen in Beverley. If you're watching in the town centre, good to have you with us. And hello to you wherever you're watching, at home, in the service area, or anywhere else. I can hear the cars, you can't, and they are full flat chat this evening. This stage is called Great Wold, just like Little Wold before it, which was a 3.5 mile stage. It starts in Brantingham Dale, heads up towards Little Wheaton, out towards South Cave, then hangs a right over to Walkington direction, out towards Skidby. These lanes are formidable. A few of them have been used on the Beaver Road Rally in the past. We'll certainly go to Road Rally and Beaver territory tomorrow for the just over 50 mile two loop of stages. As you can see, first cars, we can see a little bit more, can't we, than I was anticipating. Car 1, James Ford, Neil Shanks alongside, just slides that Citroen around very nicely there. Coming into this stage, it was ever so tight. Sam Touzle, Max Freeman, James Ford, Neil Shanks putting an identical time of 2 minutes 31 through that third stage of the day to be first and second fastest through there. The leaderboard at this stage coming into the fourth stage of the event, the last of this evening in this 11.5 mile monster. See Sam Touzle in the lead from James Ford. Matthew Hurst, who was right on their coattails, just 0.8 of a second back at the moment, 1.2 off the lead. And it's David Wright, Jane Nicol and Hugh Brunton and Drew Stewart who are having a good start this evening. Joe Cunningham, Brad Cole, Ollie Mellors, John Stone and Neil Roskell round out the top 10 coming into this fourth stage. So what has James Ford done through this? If you go to rallies.info, you should have live stage times. Please tell me I'm going to get the time before James gets to the door. Although we're only in February, quite a few of these drivers have been out in action so far. So they're nice and warm, but I don't think James has done an awful lot coming into this. A little bit of damage maybe on this front corner, can't quite tell. It's close out there, James.
Yeah, we beat the bogey on the last two stages, so we just drove at 70%, then we still beat the bogey, so there's just no risks. Whatever.
Fast?
Yeah, but it's just all straights, isn't it?
What's the plan?
Go to bed.
Go to bed. He's not planning anything beyond this first night of action here in these East Yorkshire lanes. James Ford, Neil Shanks beat the bogey. That would explain why he and Sam Touzle were both on an identical time through 3. I missed that little nuance there. Thank you to James for pointing that out. Here comes our reigning champion into the flying finish. These really are fast roads, as James says. There are a lot of straights. And it's only when you actually drive into the stage, when it is a stage, having driven these roads most of my life, that you realise just how straight they could be in a rally car if you weren't worrying about the little white lines in the middle of the road. So as James says, lots of straights, lots of flat out sections, and as a result, no stage times just yet. But our second place man, Sam Touzle, into the stop line here, ending the first leg of the East Riding Stages rally. Here's Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship campaign underway, albeit he's not necessarily committing to a full asphalt charge this season. The asphalt of the Irish Tarmac Championship. I believe the BRC is calling for our asphalt champ, but you just never know. After a good run on the opening round, often we do get a change of direction from these drivers. Sam, they're so fast out there.
Yeah, there's Fiestas.
A new car, renewed confidence.
It's cooking, man. This thing's rapid.
I'm going to ask, how does it feel to come here as champion?
Yeah, it's good, but obviously the pressure's there because James is fast. A few boys behind us are fast, and for the night first out in this, like, there's a few bits we need to just a few clicks, but yeah, we're pretty comfortable right now. So yeah, on to tomorrow.
The champ is warmed up and he's happy. A big grin and a thumbs up from Sam Toozle. Just getting used to that new car. We all stall the new car the first time we drive it, don't we? We can forgive him that. Neil Roskell, Jack Morton had a bit of an issue, I think, through the first stage. They were 11 seconds off the pace, and they were 12 seconds off the pace through stage 3. But in stage 2, they were right on the pace of the leading 2. Unless we've got a problem with the tracker, I'm hearing that we seem to be missing car 3 at the moment in the road order, but I believe he's still showing on the stage somewhere. That's Neil Roskell. Jack Morton alongside former double asphalt champion, of course. Maybe Neil's had a problem. It would explain why some of the times were off the pace. It's always a tricky one, this. For the stage end crew on the very first live broadcast of the first round in a brand new season. The stories are yet to unfold. There's not really an awful lot to say before the drivers get to as they're opening their accounts for the first time in 2026. So we'll piece it together with you. Whether you're watching back in service, watching at home or watching in Beverley Town Centre, we'll piece it together and we'll get the story going and we'll find out what our drivers think ahead of a fast day of action tomorrow. So yeah, in 8:37, both James Ford, Neil Shanks, Sam Toozle, Max Frim both beating the bogey through there. David Wright, Jay Nicol next into the stop line here. A third fastest time so far. A 10:32, almost 2 minutes off the pace. Those front two really pushing quite hard. How would you sum up your night, David?
Yeah, just nice to get through a nice clean run. We had a slight overshoot, but something or nothing, cost me little time. But
I'll tell you what, you're lucky because that's a fast stage to have an overshoot.
We were on the limiter for so long, pure engine, but yeah, we got through it and looking forward to tomorrow.
There we go. David's happy. Currently in third place overall as well. Neil Roskell, Jack Morton dropping just out of the top 10 coming into this fourth stage, this Great Wall stage. Just under 11.5 miles through East Yorkshire's finest lanes, and we're back to more familiar East Riding Stages territory tomorrow. But fair play to the organisers. Do you know what? You used to get, when I grew up in South Cave, you get complained at for passing wind in the wrong direction. So how they've managed to get this stage underway, I have no idea, but fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So very well done to the organisers. Ollie Mellors, who's had a fairly solid night of action. Happy?
Yeah, no, it was good. The grip was actually better than I thought. I was just probably being a bit too cautious on the faster bits. I just want to get some confidence and enjoy the event. But no, fantastic. The organisers done a brilliant job, and no, credit to them. It's nice to be rallying in the dark. It's nice to be rallying on closed roads. So no, fantastic.
The man next to you knows his way around this neck of the woods, sort of, anyway.
Well, it's been a few years since I was here.
Ian Windruss alongside Ollie Mellors in that Protyre R5. Matt Hurst, Declan Deere, our BTRD gravel champions, well on the pace this evening. Happy?
Yeah, very happy. I mean, I was surprised to see our times after Westwood. It felt okay, but that's very good. Lots of fun in there. Really, really fast. I won't be surprised if there's a few people beat the bogey time. Let's see.
They have.
Oh, right. Okay.
Look at that, he's happy. Everyone's smiling so far. I'm struggling with some of the times coming through. There we go. So Matthew Hurst, Declan Deere did an 8:40 through there, 12 seconds faster than that Proton Iris R5 for Ollie Mellors. He said he was struggling a little bit, didn't he? David Wright, Jay Nicol, that overshoot cost them. Surely that's a wrong time, because that shows them almost 2 minutes down. We think Roskell may have had a puncture. We have got a headlight out, as you can see. It's a bit of a one-eyed monster, this ND Civils Rally 2 Fiesta. And yeah, a bit of bodywork missing down here. We've obviously had a bit of an issue here. Is that a puncture? I think that might have been. Neil, I can see you've had issues. What happened?
Stage 3, when you went up to the 4 right, it let go on me, we pirouetted, ended up into the edge, backwards. I just shut my eyes, and then I opened my eyes and went facing the right way, and I set off again and but she's all over the place, I can't commit. Okay. Not in a good place.
To do their thing. ATM Engineering, Neil Hyans and his team, former national rally champion in the 90s in the Group N. Escort Cosworth knows his way around a Rally 2 Fiesta these days, but that one is going to need some work overnight. That would explain why Neil Roskell is running out of position so far. And it would also explain, tell you what, didn't lose a whole lot of time, I've got to be honest. He was 16th fastest through the third stage, 2:43 compared to the 2:31 bogey that the front two put in. But given the damage to the car, that is not half bad, really. Joe Cunningham will enjoy these lanes. They're not far away from you.
Not really, they scared the shit out of me, Paul. That's the fastest stage I've ever driven, you know, real big ball stuff, and I must only have one ball or something, because, yeah, that scared me.
Well, you were 6th fastest through there, which I think he'll take. Apologies for the slight indiscretion. We are interviewing our crews right at the end of the stage, and it is a terrifying stage, so you can forgive a little bit of raw emotion. It's why we do this and why we stop them on the start line, so let's not get too hard on them for that. But it just shows, doesn't it, just how terrifying it is inside one of these cars. Absolutely flat out. The fastest car that Joe Cunningham has ever driven. Having driven in rallies like Barbados, where you do have flat out sections of stage, that says an awful lot. And a local man who you would think would know these roads quite well, and has probably been for probably a scenic route to collect some bottles of milk in the last few weeks to East Yorkshire, I would have thought, Joe. What has John Stone been able to do through there? John, tell me about your night.
Yeah, it was good. That last stage I was struggling a bit, really. I'm not very good in the dark, but I enjoyed it.
7th fastest through there so far. No issues tonight at all?
No, nothing. I just can't see.
There we go. Nice to see John looking relaxed. 7th overall on the leaderboard. 7th fastest through this stage as well. A 9:22. 25 seconds off that Fiesta of Joe Cunningham. Just ahead. Nice to hear the note of the Fiesta World Rally car as well of Joe's, isn't it? Don't have a lot of WRC cars on the stages anymore. Adrian Spencer's Subaru Impreza WRC replica is a sight to behold, and I'll tell you what, James Sparrow's fully rebuilt X-Works 555 Subaru WRC is utterly glorious. The car got fully burnt out quite a few years ago in an arson attack, along with his 555 Group A Subaru, which is beginning its rebuild now. But James is in a bit of a show of, I suppose, triumph, bringing that car out into competition for the first time since the rebuild. Bit of an issue with the original Winfield livery that the car used to run, with the regulation allowing period tobacco sponsorship liveries to run on cars and get new logbooks, is getting ironed out by Motorsport UK, I'm pleased to say. But for now, it will be in a very similar Sparrow recovery and training, driver training livery, one of the sponsors of these riding stages this year. Looking forward to seeing that through. So John Stone quite happy with things so far. Joe Cunningham said it is the fastest stage he has ever driven, and in a Fiesta WRC. One can only ponder at just how fast that must have felt inside there for him to feel that way. Matthew Hurst, Declan Deer, Declan fist pumping as they came into the finish. A lot of energy inside that car. Matthew surprised to see the times after the very short 1.5 mile blast round the westward, but was quite happy with things. Ollie Mellors getting back into it, needs some seat time, needs some confidence, but was fairly happy with the night's efforts so far. Just said he just backed off too much through that stage, and that showed, didn't it, in his stage time. David Wright, Jane Nicol, happy with their performance so far on this first leg. The crew is now heading back to service at Bishop Burton College, and a good night's sleep ahead of an early start in the morning, where we have 2 more legs of the rally, just over 50 stage miles tomorrow for the East Riding stages. Neil Roskell and Jack Morton had a big off in stage 3, putting the car backwards into a hedge and ripping off most of the driver's side of the bodywork, front and back, and the car behaving terribly. Neil just saying the car wasn't doing anything it was meant to do coming through this 4th stage. It was damage limitation for him, but he did manage to do that fairly well, it's got to be said. Sam Toozle, Max Freeman in that brand new M Sport Rally 2 Fiesta. Sam was on fire, wasn't he? Bags of energy spilling out of the car as I opened the door here at the stage end at the end of Great Wold Stage 4. Great to see our champion in fine form and in fine voice as well, fighting James Ford and Neil Shanks for the lead of this East Riding Stages rally after 17 or so miles in his first leg after 4 stages. 2 1.5 mile blasts around the Beverley Westwood spectator stage, a 3.5 mile stage round Little Wold, ending in South Cave. Never thought I'd be saying that, having grown up in that village as a kid. And this one finishing just up here near Walkington, just outside, in fact, a company called Sasso Automotive, who ran and dealt with a lot of supercars and indeed World Rally cars for a former employer of mine. Behind those big gates lie a number of rally cars, including an X-Works Group A Martini Lancia Delta Integrale, and a few more besides that as well. An interesting place to be finishing this 4th stage. Just have Brad Cole and Jamie Vaughan. I'm not sure what the delay is, unless we've got... So yeah, Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan coming through now. They were talking about tyre choice earlier, and I messaged Brad when it started raining as I was looking for somewhere to eat in Beverley earlier. The place is rammed, by the way, just a nice reminder of why these events are so important to the places that they visit. But yeah, I texted him to say, well done, it's definitely wet, and he sent one back saying, told you. So I bet that's what he says. This car had no engine in it 2 days ago. The engine was sent back to M Sport with a head gasket failure. It turned out that the sump was damaged, the exhaust manifold was damaged, and the head had some of the problems besides. And after a bit of M Sport tax, the team at Don Buckley's were able to rebuild that car, put the engine back in yesterday. So Brad had to go from Somerset all the way up to Scotland with the car. Meanwhile, Buckley's picked the engine up from M Sport in Cumbria and headed up to Scotland, and they met there. The car had the engine put back in, and well, Brad seemed quite confident with things. That's how you run an engine in?
Yeah, that's it's an experience, Paul, for sure. I mean, I don't know what the time's like. I've not got a lot to say. The only thing I really want to say to you is I want to thank everyone in the team who's got us here. That's all that matters to me tonight. Nothing else matters. I want to thank friends, family, Don Buckley. I want to thank everyone that's helped this last week to get us here to the rally. Thank you.
And you were right with your tyre choice.
Yeah, I'm never wrong.
Didn't burn them up, did you?
No, I didn't know. No.
5th fastest through there. Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan. Rightly thanking everybody who has gone to monumental lengths to get that car rebuilt and on the stages for this opening round of the championship this season. This will be a season after pretty much a full season in that Rally 2 car that Brad and Jamie will want to really nail their colours to the mast early on, and with the 5th fastest time through this 4th stage of the day, putting them 6th on the overall leaderboard at this point in the rally going into the overnight halt. They'll be pretty pleased with their efforts. I think we can all agree, can't we? It should be Hugh Brunton and Drew Sturrock, I think. Very difficult to see in the dark, but I think it is, you know. And I tell you what, they are absolutely on the pace. Bit of a slow start. I don't know if something went wrong in that early stage for them. A 1:33, putting them 17th fastest through the first Westwood stage. Then they were 6th fastest through the last 2. 4th fastest through here. An 8:46. 10 seconds clear of Brad Cole that we just saw through. I tell you what, you are on fire tonight. 4th fastest through there.
I like your trousers.
Thank you.
The camera's seen them.
The camera's seen them, everyone's seen them. You happy?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I was a bit cautious in the braking there, but just trying to get into tomorrow. Like, so last year we outbroke ourselves and ended up spinning off with quite good times. So just probably a bit of timing there for me on the brakes, but just trying to. Was that fourth fastest through there? Was it? Oh, that's good. I'm happy with that then. It's good.
Yeah, quietly happy with that, and he likes my trousers, so extra points. Hugh Brunton, Drew Sturrock in the polo. That was a hell of a time for them through there. Andy thought he left time in the stage as well. Fantastic. If you are planning on heading out into the stages or to watch the spectator stage at the Westwood tomorrow, then I fully recommend that you do that. The Westwood stage is a real spectacle. The fan zone is on all day. The cars will be getting back to the fan zone to the time control in the marketplace in Beverley before heading to the Westwood stage at around 11 o'clock. That's when you need to be making sure you've got parked, and parking is tricky in Beverley at the best of times, but when the town and the local economy are booming because of the rally, you need to be there extra early. But the Westwood stage, although it is just a mile and a half, you know, rally cars on the Westwood is something that we all dreamed of growing up around here, and it is a spectacle. So there are plenty of tips and locations and information for spectators on the East Riding Stages website. Fully recommend, if you are planning a visit out to the stages tomorrow, that you do check that out. We will be live with you for action from the first stage of tomorrow, stage 5 from Seaton, back in familiar East Riding Stages territory in the Holderness area east of the city of Hull, around between Hull and Beverley, Beaver Road Rally territory, let's call it, from 9 o'clock in the morning. The first car is in at 17 minutes past 9, something like that. If you do fancy getting an early start and seeing the cars come through the fan zone in the morning, they'll be in Beverley Marketplace at around 10 past 8. And actually, all these cars bunched up in the marketplace in the morning, ready to start the rally, is a real spectacle. Not something I'll be able to do tomorrow, unfortunately, because we will be setting up in the stage. But if you can, I fully recommend that you do that. So this Great Wold stage, then, if you know the roads around here, you've already heard the driver say, is absolutely flat out. It will be drying up and becoming greasy out there for the remaining crews on the entry. 160 cars taking into this 14-stage blast around the lanes here in East Yorkshire. 72, just under 72.5 miles in total stage mileage here at the opening round of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. We are here to cover the narrative of the championship. Clearly those battles yet to be thrown wide open, but our sponsors Protyre are just as passionate about rallying as we are, and as we know you are, and so they are quite happy for us to cover every single crew on the entry and tell you the story of these rallies as we go through this 7-round season in 2026. So we'll be here right until the final car, and we're delighted to have Protyre Auto Care back on board once again in 2026. A sponsor that have really taken this sport to the heart of their business, sponsoring not only this Asphalt Championship, but also the BTRDA Gravel Series and the Protyre Circuit Rally Championship as well. All of which you can see live coverage of here on Special Stage. Thank you to the team at Protyre for their faith in what we do and for trusting us at Special Stage to bring you this story. This, if you're just tuning in, is the East Riding Stages. It is the first round of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, and we are getting our crews into the flying finish here. Right, we're on the other side of the car here, co-driver waving wildly. Well, it couldn't be much different to the seat you were sat in last year in that Mark II, Alan.
Oh my God, yeah, baptism of fire. But no, I'm starting to get used to it, but I think I'm overheating the brakes, so I don't know.
but it's fantastic. Yeah, really, really cool. So the car's phenomenal. But
Look, people have described this as the fastest stage they've ever done. You've taken a top 10 fastest time through here, 9th fastest.
happy days. I'll have that all day long.
He's just getting used to the car, and he's 9th fastest through what some have described as the fastest stage they've ever done. Alan Wynne Morgans, Jack Bowen alongside from the Mark II that we saw them in last season to that Rally 2 Fiesta that we see them in for 2026, making a decent fist of getting used to that car, it has got to be said. Happy days, he said. The initial reaction as I opened the door was, oh my God. I think we could all understand that one, couldn't we? Rob Swan with Tom Woodburn should be next in here. Have we got a time for them? They have. How was that, Rob?
That was okay, but we had a nightmare on the first stage. The junction, the hairpin, we got stuck in it. It was nothing like we thought it was. They're so tight, it's ridiculous. But anyway, we're here, so.
You are here, and you made good progress after that. 12th fastest through here. What's the plan this weekend?
Oh, just have some fun, really. We've got Woody Woodburn back in here, so.
Bit of star quality inside the Fiesta. Look at him.
Not sure about that. Cheers.
I'll catch you tomorrow. Rob Swan, Tom Woody Woodburn, WRC co-driver. Is this? It should be Kev Proctor. It is Kev Proctor. Kev, your teammate Joe described that as the fastest stage he has ever done.
What a stage. Yeah. Wild, absolutely wild, but brilliant fun. Brilliant fun. I'm glad I came rallying now. Oh, it was fantastic, Paul. Honestly.
Like me, you know these roads. It's fantastic to have rally cars on them, isn't it?
Oh, brilliant. Just great. You know, I hope we haven't, pissed too many of the public off, but it's just a great event. Brilliant.
I grew up in South Cave. You could pass wind in the wrong direction and get a complaint. Fair play to the organisers for getting these stages, yeah?
Yeah, no, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Happy with progress today?
Yeah, I think so.
8th fastest through there. You're on fire. Good to see Kev Proctor with Rob Fagover from the Isle of Man, a very experienced man sat alongside him in that ATM Engineering Run Fiesta S2000 Turbo. Good to see him happy, and the quotes we're getting out of the drivers after this stage, I think the organisers, the hard-working guys behind the scenes who put these stages together and spent endless hours working with local councils and working with local residents on the PR, must be delighted. I hope you're all watching this, and I hope you're watching it back later if you're busy on the stages right now, and you're rightly very proud of your efforts, because to hear people like Kev Proctor say that stage makes him glad that he went rallying. To hear Joe Cunningham say that's the fastest stage he has ever driven is quite an achievement, guys. Well done to all of you. Fantastic. Roger Duckworth, Alan Cook, another veteran, and another man who should go well here this weekend in the Fiesta R5. Up next, at the moment then, nobody else getting close or close enough to that bogey time. Matthew Hurst, Declan Deer, just 3 seconds off it. In the Delta Auto Salvage Skoda, the car that took them to their maiden Protyre BTRDA Gravel Championship. Hello to Tim Hand. Just messaged me, cheering on his brother Chris Richmond Hand. Had a bit of a debacle yesterday. I don't know if you saw the video. I know plenty of you did. Chris's recce car broke down on a route on the border of South Wales. So Stefan Davies had to bring him over. He and Sean had a lift to my office, and I took Chris to Maypole Garage. See, I rang Phil Burton, who was on holiday in, I think, Dubai, with the family. I didn't realise that when I spoke to him. And I said, look, this is the situation. Phil runs Maypole Garage, a very well-known and very well-respected local car dealership in East Yorkshire, in Sprotely. Quite near to the stages we run tomorrow on the East Riding stages. And Phil said, you know what, I'll sort it. And he spoke to his dad back at home, and they sorted out a brand new MG3 for Chris and Sean to do the recce yesterday. Fantastic story, and a real show of local might from a man who is a big competitor, but most importantly a big supporter of our sport, not just around here, but particularly well known for his community spirit when it comes to rallying in East Yorkshire. Looking forward to seeing what Chris Richmond Hand can do in that glorious DC rallying starlet. The two-time Kilwendeg winner from the lanes of West Wales, joining us here on the road rally lanes of East Yorkshire. There's a chicane at the end of this stage, and as the spotlights come into the final few hundred meters of the stage, the spotlights just pick out the landscape, and it's a really glorious atmosphere. I'm sure Mason and Sam, who are down here at the finish with me, will, like me, be quite grateful that it's mild weather, but also be pinching themselves that we're stood here on these lanes, particularly Mason, whose grandparents still live in South Cave, and as a family we spend a lot of time around here. It is surreal to be on these stages. At the moment then, Sam Tousell and Max Freeman, our reigning Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally champions, lead the way. James Ford, Neil Shanks behind them. Then it's Matthew Hurst and Declan Deere, who haven't been far behind at all and are delighted with progress this evening. Fourth overall, Hugh Brunton, Drew Sturrock left a bit on the table in this fourth stage, this Great Wold stage, this 11.5 mile monster that some have described as the fastest stage they've ever driven. They're in fourth and will be a force to be reckoned with tomorrow. Should be Roger Duckworth. And, it's not, it's Darryl Taylor. Willing to play passively the gap. Darryl, what a stage.
Yeah, incredible stage, yeah. But we hit a bell earlier and the lights have gone a bit funny, so the reflection I couldn't see. So we've done our best.
14th fastest through there. Just getting to tomorrow was the plan, wasn't it? I know I spoke to Buckley's earlier.
Yeah, getting to tomorrow. Still not a lot to learn on these roads, but it's better than the single venues.
It's a lot harder as well. Darryl Taylor, who has an incredible collection of rally cars, more WRC cars than I think anybody else in the UK, but doesn't shout about it actually. Martin Brady alongside in that Martini-esque liveried car there. Now, Ian Forgan, Callum Young in through now. I'm not sure where Roger Duckworth have gone to. Very quickly, Ian, like a car behind you, how's that?
Yeah, it was fine. There's bits of standing water in some places where I thought we'd be absolutely flat, and then you'd hit the standing water and the car would start twitching about. And just makes you a little bit nervous, you know.
It's making me nervous. I'm not in the car. Good luck for tomorrow. Ian Forgan describing bouncing around when he hits the standing water. That sounds utterly terrifying. I think this is Phil Pickard here, who isn't going to stop and talk to us. Was that Phil Pickard? I think it was. So we're missing Roger Duckworth and Alan Cook, aren't we? I don't know if producer Wayne in the studio can confirm to me whether they're still running and on the track or somewhere. Ryan, some stage.
Wow, unbelievable. I'm in shock, to be honest.
You're speechless, aren't you?
Yeah, got goosebumps.
Are you happy with this evening's effort?
I haven't looked at the times yet, but messed up on the first two, but it is what it is.
You were 10th quickest through there.
Oh, I'll take that. I'm happy. Yeah,
I'd take that as well. The Bat Sport Performance Rally 2 Fiesta with its carbon lamp pod on the front, making the car a good few inches longer, it have to be said. Is quite happy with his performance through that. 10th fastest through one of the fastest stages anybody will drive on the calendar this season. Okay, Duckworth looks like he's maybe had a problem at the start of the stage, so still showing on the tracker as in the queue, so maybe he's had a problem in between on the road section. No service for the crews in between stages tonight. Those first two short, sharp 1.5 mile blasts round Beverley Westwood in front of the spectators. Spot lamps ablaze in front of Beverley Racecourse before heading out to the Little Wold stage, which uses the first part of the stage here before a split left. It's interesting seeing a split sign on a multi-venue closed road event, but they split left for the first stage and head down Beverley Road Hill past Little Wold's Vineyard. if you're from these parts, well worth checking out, by the way. Some lovely wines and a good night of wine tasting to be had there. The crews head down there for the first stage, head back to Brantingham to start this the fourth of the loop, second of the wall stages, this great wall stage. Mike English, Andy Robinson. Mike, when I asked you what colour the car used to be under the wrap, you didn't have to take it off to show me.
Yeah, taking his pyjamas off.
It looks great. How was it out there?
Well, everybody says it looks great, so I'm tempted not to wrap it again. First 2 stages, nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I stalled it on the first stage on the chicane, lost the spotlights, drove the rest of the stage with no spotlights. Second stage, no anti-lag. So, well, we just had 2 better runs, but very hesitant, I'm afraid. I need to get my mojo back.
Mojo back tomorrow. He'll be hoping. Mike English, Andy Robinson with a banana on the side window, which suits the car, doesn't it? You are smiling. I bet there were times you were driving through there thinking, I'm glad I haven't wrapped this car.
Absolutely, yeah. To be honest, I was down for a piss, so I had to get move on.
All good though, happy?
Yeah, all good, yeah.
There we go. One of the curses of having no service area and being on the road from the start of the evening with the spectators start in front of the crowd in Beverley is that the crews haven't had much time to stop for a wee. So there you go. I told you we'd get a bit of raw emotion down here at the stage end. Nathan Bolton, Mark Broadbent, 15th fastest through that stage. Currently 15th on the leaderboard as well. Mike English, Andy Robinson just hanging inside the top 20. But doing themselves no favours, as I said, with that first couple of stages. The first one particularly dreadful, losing the spotlights as well. And then the second one, losing the anti-lag. Getting things back underway now. Stephen Pawson, what's he done through here? Steve, how was that?
Very good. Enjoyed it.
Hard work?
No, not actually. No, it was actually quite good. You know, we've got a decent setup, good lights on board, and really went really well actually. Yeah.
14th fastest through there, and that's a fast stage.
Thank you. That's good. Thank you.
Steve Pawson, Liam Whiteley alongside. Pleased to report that so far, our leading crews have all had a fairly smooth night, haven't they? Apart from Neil Roscoe and Jack Morton. Duckworth is in the stage, I'm pleased to report, which follows on nicely from what I was just saying, isn't it? But the front 2 have been in a bit of a league of their own so far in the dark this evening. Sam Touzle, now reigning Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally champion, his championship winning co-driver Max Freeman alongside, one of the men that Sam credits for helping him to have such a meteoric rise to the top of British rallying. And another one of those men that he credits, Matt Edwards, 3-time British Rally champion, is actually on commentary duties in Beverley. If you're listening and here over the weekend, you might hear his dulcet tones. Used to be sponsored by Swift Caravan, so has some connections to the area. I'm going on the wrong side. I've got Pete Gibson's side of the car there. It was a close call, Chris. I nearly interviewed Pete instead. How was that?
It was exciting, to say the least. It was brilliant. The speed of the stage is unbelievable. Really good.
Good night's rallying?
Not without its errors, my errors. It's very, very tricky. That first stage was just a little bit too tricky.
Good luck for tomorrow. We'll see you in the morning.
Thank you.
Chris Thompson, who I will bring up a time for if I can find it in a second. He says, no he won't. Well, I'll tell you what. Second of the Fords, this time it's Dad, Chris. How was that?
Dad's getting too old for this.
I thought you might say something like that. It's fascinating.
5 soon, it was terrifying, but it was really good.
As a dad of someone who's just about to start rallying, I can only imagine how terrifying it must be for you, knowing that your son was beating the bogey, knowing how fast that was.
You're joking.
No. He and Sam both beat the bogey through there.
He's got his mother's danger factor. It's not me. I'm perfectly sane, honest.
Chris, keep enjoying it. Chris Ford, Neil Coleman alongside. Lee Edwards, Sam Spencer up next, a 9th fastest. That is unbelievable. First of our two-wheel drive cars through. If it was anybody else in any other car, I'd be thinking that's the wrong time. 9th quickest through there. That is blisteringly.
No, equal fastest, I think we're fine.
So Sam reckons. We've had 10 off the bogey apparently, so.
10 off the bogey.
Don't know. We'll see.
Unreal. Enjoying it?
Yeah, loving it. It's not as slip, is it? Well, we thought it was going to be, but yeah, no, having a good crack. We got through tonight, haven't we? So tomorrow's another day.
You looked nice and relaxed when I saw you in service earlier. The car looked absolutely immaculate, ready to go as well.
Yeah, it's still in the one piece at the minute, so same again tomorrow.
It's those rear corners you have to look for with your style of driving.
It is, yeah, I'm doing all right. Nice one.
Cheers, Lee Edwards, Sam Spencer claiming that they should have beaten the bogey, 8.57. They're not going to beat the bogey without the 20 seconds off it. But 9th fastest is absolutely formidable. Hugh James, I believe. Did you have a bit of an overshoot there, sir?
Yes, I did.
We don't miss a thing, do we?
No. No, it was all right, yeah. Not a bad stage. Silly fast, but they were.
Silly fast? You like silly fast. I know this about you.
But I'm good.
No, when it's wet.
I'm good for 129 and sitting on a limit of 78 seconds in many places. Yeah, but it's good fun.
Well, I haven't seen the time come through. I'm just waiting for it to drop through. Do you know what you did through there?
9:11. 9:11.
9:10. 13th fastest. That's quick out there. These two-wheel drive boys know how to drive in the Protyre Motorsport game. Look, even his numbers coming off the door. Driving that fast, the numbers come off the door. It's got an L plate on the back because I think he's sponsored by a driver training company. Lewis Sim looked like he was shifting uncomfortably in that co-driver's seat there, and he just looked at me with his eyes wide. A lot of energy inside those two-wheel drive cars. Can you imagine how fast you have to be going to do what Lee Edwards just did through there? A 9th fastest time. The first of our two-wheel drive cars through and inside the top 10. That puts him 6th fastest on the overall leaderboard. I'm just checking my working out there. That puts Lee Edwards 6th fastest, 6th overall so far. Going into the overnight haul in that Jaguar V6 engined G3 Escort Mark III. What a car and what a driver and what a stage that was. Lee Hastings, Cole Hastings, car 28 looked, as you will have seen, like they were just flagging a little bit in the stage there. Let's see what happens when they come through. We haven't had, I don't know what I'm talking about, Rob Morris. We didn't start, did he? Rob Morris, Paul Spooner, unfortunately. Roger Duckworth we've not had through yet, have we? We didn't manage to speak to who else didn't we get to speak to? Phil Pickard, did we? In the Fiesta. But seems to have had a decent night so far. Bit of a slower start on the first stage. I think the tightness of those bales around the hairpin just caught a few people out because that was more open last year. I mean, it was. You could see from the stage plans that it was going to be tighter this year, not quite as open and leery, but it has caught a few people out. But Phil Pickard looks like he's had a pretty decent night. 12th fastest through here and 12th on the leaderboard at this stage. Kev Proctor, Rob Fagg, 5th overall as things stand. Rob Swan, Tom Woody Woodburn ruining that first stage, putting them back in 20th. The rest of the pace has been all right, you know. Right. Well, hang on a minute. I think, unfortunately, Lee thought I was walking. That's the thing. I need to risk my safety and walk in front of the cars, don't I, in the dark, so they don't think I'm walking off. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Lee and Cole Hastings there in the Subaru, but it just looked like they were coasting through that last bit of the stage, didn't they? 25th fast just through here as well, putting them 25th on the leaderboard. Overnight, if you're just tuning in, it has been a fast night on the lanes here. This is the 4th stage of the East Riding Stages, the opening round of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. It is the Great Wold Stage, and it is just short of 11.5 miles of flat out rallying, and I mean flat out. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 200 horsepower, 300 horsepower on the limiter. throughout this stage. Lots of straights, lots of bravery required. You heard it from Chris Ford. Son James obviously has his mum's, what did he say, his mum's sense of adventure or his mum's mindset or something? I thought he was going to say something else, I have to say. To be beating the bogey on this stage, Sam Tuselau, reigning Asphalt champion, likewise. Our crews have done 4 stages this evening, 17.76 miles in total. 2 short, sharp 1.5 mile blasts around the Beverley Westwood spectator stage, and then the Little Walls stage, 3.5 miles at the beginning of this Great Wall stage, and there's a split down there with the junction left, and the crews will now be mixed in at the start of this stage. Not something we're able to bring you on camera this evening, but I'm sure you just saw Roger Duckworth and Alan Cook there past the camera. Pleased to see that they have made it past those cameras. That means we'll get to chat to him at the stage end here. I'm guessing this should be Luke Constantine in the Opel Adam, and it is. What has he done through here? 21st fastest. Well, I get you probably wish you had more gears.
Yeah, that's the first thing I was going to say. We could have done with a 6th gear there. Jesus, this poor car, honestly. Oh, that was torture, that. Honestly, it's horrible. It was just bouncing off the limiter everywhere, yeah. But, yeah, big ball stuff in there, like.
At least you know you couldn't have gone any faster.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. You can always go better, can't you? But, no, it was a good stage, to be fair. It was just a bit quick. Didn't really suit our car. But see what the times are like by the end of the night. Obviously we're running quite far ahead of the other lads in class, but we're probably a bit too far up and they're probably a bit too far down, so we can't really compare our pace as of yet with anyone else in class. So I think we went all right. I'm chuffed with that, and we're here, so
chuffed, that's a good word.
Yeah, I'm being polite.
Luke Constantine Van Divine, he's chuffed with that, so he should be. 21st fastest through here in a little Opel Adam R2. Should be Barry Wenwick. No, it's not, it's Roger Duckworth. Roger, do you have a bit of an issue getting into the stage late?
Yeah, stage 2. There was a Mark II Escort in front of us, and for some reason in the middle of the long straight he just fucking virtually stopped in front of us. I went into the boonies on the right to miss him, yeah, and I got a puncture, and then we had a load of trouble trying to change the puncture, but we eventually got there and we're here, yeah.
Right. So less drama than we thought, but at least you're running now. Good stage that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it was quite good fun, but I feel I'm in survival mode rather than attack mode, you know?
Yeah, you do through there. 22nd fastest, just behind the little Opel Adam. Roger will be on for a big push tomorrow, I'm sure. A bit of a frustrating tail from the second stage there. Again, apologies for any raw language. We are at the end of the stage. The drivers haven't, in most cases, even had a chance to take their helmets off, and they've just gone through possibly the fastest rally stage they have ever done in their lives, in very fast rally cars in the dark, and you can expect, and I'm sure, and I hope forgive, a little bit of raw emotion. Roger Duckworth there complaining about a puncture, having got into the rough bit on the edge of the stage, having to avoid a car in the second stage. Frustrating for them, even more frustrating. They couldn't get the puncture changed in quick enough time, had a few issues, but now they're back running and feels like he's in survival mode. So this 4th stage wasn't quite the enjoyable experience that the other guys ahead of him have chalked down tonight for the final stage of the evening. As we go into the overnight halt then here at the East Riding stages, leading by just 0.4 of a second after 17.76 miles. I'm saying that with a smile on my face. You can probably hear the smile because it's so quick at the front, and that is going to be some battle as we open up in the morning. Hello to Ryan Connolly, who's tuned in. Good to have you along for the ride. You'd enjoy these stages, Ryan, in that wide-arch Puma. Sam Toozle, Max Freeman lead the way, 0.4 of a second ahead of James Ford and Neil Shanks, both of them beating the bogey on the last 2 stages, and just a little bit of a head and shoulders ahead of the rest of the field, but the closest to them and not far away at all. In fact, 4.8 off the lead, 4.4 off that second place marker man in the Citroen C3 is Matthew Hurst and Declan Deere in the Skoda Fabia Rally 2. The Delta also salvage pair, our reigning and freshly crowned Protyre BCRDA gravel champions this year, hoping to add an Asphalt title to their multiple Welsh titles and the BCRDA gravel now. And a pair who have gone very well this evening and who, well, I suppose ominously for those ahead of them and definitely those behind them, feel like they left something in this 11.5 mile Great Walled stage. Hugh Brunton, Drew Sturrock in the Polo R5 are in 4th overall overnight. Just under 20 seconds back from the lead. Kevin Proctor, Rob Fagg, who were bursting with energy. Kevin saying that this stage made him glad that he'd gone rallying in the first place. Says a lot of that, doesn't it? In the ATM Engineering Fiesta S2000 Turbo, they are in 5th overall, but surely the performance of the evening so far has to go to our leading two-wheel drive crew, Lee Edwards and Sam Spencer in the Escort G3, 0.1 of a second behind Proctor and Rob Fagg in 6th overall so far this evening going into the overnight hole. Still time for somebody to change this top 10, of course. It's Ollie Mellors and Ian Windrus behind them, despite feeling like they were in damage limitation mode through this 11.5 mile stage. Pretty happy with their evening so far. They're in 7th place. Joe Cunningham, Josh Beer in the Fiesta World Rally Car, fastest stage Joe has ever done, behind in 9th. And then, sorry, in 8th. In 9th, Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan, quite happy running that new car in with big thanks to the team. And Neil Roskell, Jack Mawson hanging on in 10th place after a pretty rough third stage, see them damage that ND Civils car. ATM Engineering have got some work to do to get that car patched up. I won't say rebuilt, just needs a bit of patching up, doesn't it, ahead of tomorrow. Barry Renwick, Warren Scott do a 26th fastest time through here, a 10:20. Barry, that's hard work, isn't it?
Fantastic stage. It's one of the best stages I've done in a long, long time. Very quick.
And how's the night been overall?
It's good, yeah. Well, the first stage was a disaster. We couldn't get around the 2 hairpins at the beginning. Cold handbrakes, cold brakes. Probably everybody's saying the same.
I think it's caught a few people out, yeah.
A lot. There's mud all over and you just had to watch the time tick away. But stage 3 and 4 were good. Happy.
Good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow. Barry lies in 27th overall at this point, going into the overnight hole so far. Should be James Hall and Laura Marshall, and I believe it is. Up next, Paul Murphy, Richard Robinson, following them into the flying finish here. That Lampard on that Mitsubishi Evo 6 looks fantastic. Oh. Paul, happy enough with that?
Yeah, very hot, very fast.
You pass a car in there?
Eh?
You pass a car in there, no?
I don't think so.
All right, fine. You just came in quite close, that's all.
Oh, right. No, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. Glad to be at end now. And we'll go tomorrow.
Decent position to be fighting from, middle of the top 20s.
Is it?
Yeah, 27th overall so far.
I'm happy with that.
Paul Murphy. Was expecting James Hall. I think James Hall, Laura Marshall are into the finish. They did the 23rd fastest time through here. Currently 22nd on the overall leaderboard. Yeah, the Impreza pair, Dukeries Motor Club members are in the finish, but there's a bit of debate going on with the marshals here. I can hear the scream of a V6. That surely has to be Tom Stockdale, Neil Chambers, who only just got their car rebuilt a couple of weeks ago with the engine out, having blown it up in November at Cadwell Park and rebuilt the thing in a few days before a track day, the Dukeries track day, in fact, at Blyton a few weeks ago. And I'm sure I heard them howl that BMW into the finish. Definitely a bit of debate going on here for James and Laura in the Subaru. Will they want to stop and have a quick word with me after wasting a bit of time? They should be okay. It should be a fairly easy trip back to Bishop Burton from here. Not far at all. Jimmy, bit of trouble going on there?
No trouble there. To be fair, just
having a chat.
Just having a chat as we're going along. We're spotting deer and all sorts. Yeah, very fun.
No grip whatsoever. Yeah.
I should have interviewed Laura. He's just talking about all sorts.
Paul, you know I'm good at talking. Yeah, so we found just no grip, couldn't commit. Even in the fast stuff, it was just a bit of tentative. But we're here.
You are here.
We're here.
And there were no issues. They just wanted to have a chat at the stage finish. Keep going, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. James Hall, Laura Marshall alongside. Note to self, I'll interview Laura tomorrow. Here we go then. Chris Richmond Hand. The home support is strong for you guys out here. What was that like?
That was class. Yeah. It's we're just bouncing on the limit of. Yeah, fair play. That was a hell of a stage. Finally got back into it a little bit on that one. So.
Not for the first time. You've often said to me, I prefer it when the lights are off.
We need to do all of tomorrow in the dark. Simple, don't bother in the day. It's a waste of time. There's less traffic, so let's just go in the dark. But I just want to say a massive shout out to the missus and the little one at home, and missing them dearly. But yeah, we'll.
And this was more fun than an MG3 in the lanes, after all.
Oh, I don't know. It feels a bit more stable in the MG, but yeah, it's not quite as powerful, unfortunately.
Yeah. Our two-time Kilwendegg winner is enjoying our road rally lanes here in East Yorkshire. Chris Richmond Hand, who would quite like to do the whole of tomorrow with Sean Richards alongside. In the dark, wouldn't he? Here we go, here's Stocky. Tom, look at you, hanging out of the car. What was that like?
We're in a bit hot in there, 111. I've got a battery alternator issue. It's just not keeping voltage up. So first few stages, terrible. No lights on it. Couldn't get lights going. That were good. I were committed there. All these 5s and 6s has been shouting at me all day. I put into perspective, and if it weren't a 6, I'd have been off somewhere. So I don't care where I were. I saw 118 on there, and I were happy.
And you behaving yourself?
Yes, very good.
Go fast. We'll see you later. Tom Stockdale, Neil Chambers, thank you for stopping, guys. When you've had an issue, it's not nice to have to stop and chat, but always good for us to get the story. David, the Fiesta's for sale, so here we are in the Subaru. But anyway, it was fun through there, wasn't it?
Loved it, yeah. Excellent. Like riding a bike, innit? You've driven it before, you've driven it so many times before. Like an old pair of slippers.
Well, I bet you're not used to top gear as much as you have in there.
We've hit 6 a few times, must admit, yeah. She's batting on through them stages, some fast parts, and there's more grip than you think.
You're the first person to say that, actually.
Surprisingly more grip than you think. It might be a different story tomorrow, it's a lot muddier tomorrow, but we'll see.
See you tomorrow. David White. And here's a car. This X-Works Pro Drive Subaru World Rally car, fully rebuilt after the issues that James Sparrow had. James, it is glorious to see you out in the car, and I know that's a real triumph, isn't it?
Well, it really is, yeah. I mean, it's been very difficult. The car's just acting up a bit at the moment. We've just had a mega spin on there.
We heard, yeah.
But we're still here, so we just need to get home and have a look at it and make sure that it's all right for tomorrow. We just wanted to get through here tonight, and we're here, so that'll do.
Well done, because I know what a journey you've been on. James Sparrow is through, Emma Morrison alongside in that Subaru World Rally car, and a journey that he's been on to be here with us at the East Riding Stages is one of absolute torment. That car burnt out in an arson attack. It's always funny when... How cool to see a pair of these cars together. I know yours isn't quite full fat, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, they look pretty much the same. Well, Lizzie's red and mine's blue, and that's a bit quicker than mine and a lot better.
Red car and the blue car had a race.
That's it, yeah, we did. It was fast and slippy. Yeah, I got through it, that was the main thing. I really wanted to get through it in one piece tonight. We've got a few issues with the car, but nothing we can't. So
faster than him through here.
Was there?
He had a spin.
What? That's all right then, isn't it?
Adrian Spencer, who's enjoying himself in his Subaru WRC replica, looks just as glorious, doesn't it? First of our Manx crews here now. What has Max Murray managed to do to there? That stage should really suit you, but I bet you need another gear.
Yeah, it was just scary, that, mate. That was. Not much scares me, but that definitely did anyway. Stuff was coming at you a lot quicker than you were anticipating anyway.
but we're here. That's all that matters.
And you're in the top 30 overnight. We will see tomorrow, Max Murray. If it scares him and he's done the Isle of Man, that says something about these stages, doesn't it? Kyle, it's been described as the fastest stage anyone's ever done. It's been described as scary, terrifying. What would you describe that as?
Yeah, all of the above. There's places in there where wets make sense, places in there where slicks make sense. It's crazy.
Did anything really make sense?
No, but it was good fun, really good fun.
Good stuff. Places where slicks would have made sense, places where wets would have made sense, and places where not very much made sense at all. Kyle Adams, Stephen Brown, currently third in the class. And just inside the top 20 overall with a fast time through there. 18th fastest, a 9:23. To remind you, our rally leaders beat the bogey of 8:37 through this fourth stage of the day, but it is only those two that did. Here we go.
Nice trousers.
Jake, what? Do you like the trousers?
I love those trousers, yeah. Quite the statement.
They're my pyjamas because we're going to finish late.
Can't fault you. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable, is there?
How was that?
Good, fast. A lot of top end of 6th gear, which, you know, I kind of wish I had a 7th sometimes, but it is what it is. Good stage, though, very good stage.
Happy enough with progress this evening?
I think so.
I've got your time
I was going
up
to say, you're going to tell me where we are.
Yeah, 9:47.
There we go.
Or do I want
25th fastest, that's all right. 23rd overnight.
Nice, very good. Happy with that.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to be sitting, isn't it?
It was to say we nearly... No, I shouldn't tell you, no.
Leading the class as well, I probably should say. Jay Briggs, Harry the Helmet Walshaw alongside. So cool because he went all the way to Barbados and forgot his rally helmet. And made the mistake of pretending to me that he had it. Which made it even more funny when I found out he didn't. Leading their class overnight. Now, the pair up next on the road, Ross Brusby and Sam Collis. These boys will be having a ball. And I'll tell you why. I've told you that these are road rally lanes. Maybe not these ones tonight as much as the ones tomorrow, but Sam Collis is a multiple Beaver Rally winner, and he is the road rally guru of this neck of the woods. Pick your top road rally navigators anywhere in any region, and Sam is up there for East Yorkshire. So these two will be really enjoying themselves here on these stages today. They came into this having had a 10th fastest time overall through the first stage of the day. And I know it's only 1.5 miles, but it doesn't matter. But the escort pair will be absolutely living their best life out here in these East Yorkshire lanes tonight, I promise you that much. I think they're actually running a bit further back on the road, to be honest with you. It'll be Mark Ewing and Daniel James. Here up next, we've got some fabulous cars to entertain you as we go through this evening here on the East Riding stages, the opening round of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. You'll see Ken Sturdy very shortly, and to be honest, you won't see much of his spotlights because he'll be sideways past the camera if Ken is in his usual style. In that IT at Spectrum Talbot Avenger. We've got Andrew Varley in his Escort Cosworth coming up. Alistair Hutchinson in the Clio Maxi. We've got an Evo 6 on the way. Corsa kit cars. We've got that lovely Sierra Cosworth. We've got Roger Priestnall of Rolex fame with Jamie Forrest alongside former front-running BTRDA 1400 pair in their Swift S2000 kit car. In other words, plenty of variety. Steve Magson and his historic spec Vauxhall Astra rear-wheel drive, always a joy to see. A Cadet GTE from Pat Johnson. Some modern and classic minis to come up. Looking forward to seeing those guys through. And even as we get to the back end of the field, into the 150s, Ian Robertson and the Hillman Avenger will be entertaining us. But right now, we should have... Is it Mark Ewing? Who have we got here? Yes, we have. Hang on, wait there. Jump straight in the car. I could have just interviewed the nav, couldn't I, Mark? How was that?
Oh,
No?
yeah. It was an experience, that. Never done that in my life, so proper eye opener.
What was your penalty for earlier?
I've probably ate some cones, I think. Yeah, I didn't see it, so yeah, I made a bit of a cock up of that bit, but yeah, we're through it, and that's the main thing. So looking forward to tomorrow now. Yeah.
Get to go again tomorrow. Mark Ewing, Daniel James. A 10.48 from them, 26th in class, a minute penalty for, it actually says it was for early arrival at the arrival for stage 4, to be honest with you, so perhaps not for hitting cones at all. If you just tuned in, by the way, hello, welcome to my hometown, welcome to East Yorkshire. We are just a stone's throw and a few miles from where I grew up, and it's exciting to be here to open the championship, I have got to say. Right, who have we got up next? I think this will be Nathan Evans. It is, I see the Clio. Nathan, I bet that was a fun stage.
Oh wow, the speed is ridiculous, it's so fast. It's just, we caught him at the end, it's just a bit off-putting, you know, you just end up following where he's going and not really listening, but well, that was fast in there.
So, progress tonight, happy?
No. Feel a bit rusty. I'll have to get the toe in tomorrow.
Second in the class overnight, 26th overall, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. We'll go tomorrow.
Not bad, but you could tell, couldn't you? There was a little bit of reticence there to celebrate too much on that progress tonight for Nathan, but one of our hard-charging front-wheel drive crews here in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, and that would have been a blistering stage for him. A couple of cars following each other through the stage there. Ken Sturdy is either overtaken. Is that Philip House? I couldn't quite see who was the Aston Martin. So I think Ken will have overtaken Philip House and Nick Bowman. I'm getting confusing messages. Man in the studio here. I've got absolutely no idea who's just coming to the finish, but that's definitely not an Aston Martin. That sounds like a Mark II Escort that he's tapping away there on the stop line. And well, Phil House does have a time through actually, but so does Ross Brusby and Sam Collis. So let's see. Okay, so it was Ross who got past that Aston Martin towards the end of the stage. I'll get you later.
I enjoyed that.
I bet you did. I bet you had to get past it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, man.
I just said in the live coverage there that you two will be having the most fun of anybody because he knows these lanes pretty well.
He knows the crack, doesn't he?
128 we did in
It's almost cheating having him in this car.
Well, yeah, that's the nature of the game, isn't it? Do what you can.
Hey, you just overtook an Aston Martin in a Mark II Escort.
I know, good crack.
I told you there'd be a good pair. That will be some machine there. Which way are we going here? Wrong side. I wouldn't mind you even open the door to make it easy for me. I bet this is a handful through there, isn't it?
Yeah, just a bit. That was an eye-opener.
It's like being a GT racing driver.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, that was 130 mile an hour down there, and I just didn't dare go any faster. Wow. God. That was just amazing. Yeah, best thing ever, but bring on the daylight tomorrow where we can just see what we're doing a bit more. So,
yeah, I mean, you'll be howling, you'll hear that howling in your sleep tonight.
Yeah, we put a better exhaust on for this one from 2 years ago, and you can feel the thunder in here. It's amazing. But as long as the crowd love it, that's all we want. We want to just do some big skids and make noise, and that's it. You know, we're happy.
You can hear the thunder in here. That quote's going to stay with me. I like that. Phil House. Nick Bowman alongside. Isn't that glorious? That's the David Appleby Engineering Aston, that, isn't it? Or is that a Pro Drive one? The original Rally GT Astons. You could hear the thunder inside here. You could feel the thunder inside here, sorry, I bet you could. You could hear it outside here as well, howling through the East Yorkshire lanes. 130 miles per hour on very slippery, very unpredictable, undulating roads like these. That's terrifyingly quick, isn't it? And I'm pleased to say, so far, a very uneventful night as far as anything untoward is concerned. Everybody behaving on those stages, keeping the rear end and the front end in check, whichever it may be. And yeah, it's been fun telling the story from the stage end. I often lament not being in the stage when we're doing the stage end broadcasts, and I keep watching in the studio, jumping back in the van or watching over people's shoulders to see what the action looks like in the stage. But there's been a lot of energy at the stage end here, and for that it makes it pretty exciting to stand here and tell the story. Bobby McDonald and Martin McCabe are up next. And the Subaru had a little around this car earlier in service. Nice looking car, and one we have seen before. 6th in the class after 4 stages, 41st overall and 41st fastest through here as well. A flash of the lights. How was that?
Good. We spin in there, but we caught it back out, so all good.
6th in the class overnight. It's not a bad place to be fighting from tomorrow.
Right. No, good. That's good.
Good luck tomorrow. You guys want to pick that up from home, but Bobby's got the smallest steering wheel inside that Subaru. That is a hell of a car to be lumbering around these lanes with a tiny little steering wheel like that. The last Spark Mini I did a rally and had a really big steering wheel. I felt it was a bit ungainly, but actually so much better for driving the car. So goodness me, I thought you were going to not stop for me there. How was that?
A bit disappointing really. We asked to get reseeded, and the clerk of course wouldn't, because he said, it's not a safety issue, and unfortunately we caught the car in front. A bit like wacky races, and it cost a load of time really.
But taking the positives, tell me what that stage was like other than that.
You need a Formula 1 car really. It's not rallying. Tomorrow's probably rallying stages, we thought. But yeah, if you want to go rallying, go to Cerrig.
2nd in class overnight. Tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, but still, it's not a rally for me.
Want to see that energy back? Will Rollins, Emmet Hall, not very happy with their night's rallying so far, are they? Look at this glorious thing. How are you?
Oh, are you good?
Yeah,
enjoying?
That's amazing.
Oh, it was amazing, that was. Could have had an extra gear in there, but that'll do for now.
Well, you know you're going well if you need an extra gear.
Yeah, you're right there.
It's almost cheating having someone like him on these lanes, you know?
Oh, I know. Especially in the dark as well, isn't it?
There we go. Brilliant. Stefan Davies, Michael Gilby, who helped Chris Richmond hand out yesterday, getting them here. This is a brand new build car. 2 weeks ago, roughly, it had nothing on it, did it?
No, we've been 39 days building this, so we're doing well. A few little issues, but we're still here.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, goes well really. It's just stopping it.
Fantastic company car for our local gutter cleaner as well.
Very good, yeah. He'll get some work moved now.
Yeah. There we go. Norman, who's also known as Paul, who is Rally Media UK, has got his name all over that car and put some very entertaining videos out about cleaning gutters. But yeah, Steph Davies and Michael Gilby in that Escort. It's a lovely looking car. Very well prepped. Servicing with Chris Richmond Hand, and did pick Chris and Sean up at the side of the road in South Wales. I need to ask Steph about his Killarney experience, but we'll do that tomorrow. But Michael Gilby, who is assistant to Jonathan Jackson, the rallies manager at Motorsport UK, knows his way around lanes like these. And in the dark, when you're picking out landmarks and everything looks very different, so you need to listen more and you need to have confidence in your pace notes, confidence in the person sat next to you, it is so much better to have somebody who knows exactly what they are doing. Howell Davies, Dorian Evans here, I would imagine have had an absolute ball in there Well, that's like road rallying, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah. Bit faster maybe.
You happy enough?
Yeah, happy enough. We ran stalled on the first one.
Yeah, I wondered what happened
there. Yeah.
Decent time through there though. And third overnight in the class.
Yeah, that's all right then.
Ready for a big battle tomorrow.
Oh, with them boys.
Well, you're in it. Howell Davies, Dorian Evans. A bit faster than road rallying, he says. It's a very well prepped car, that. All these faces I recognise from the West Wales lanes from doing the Kilwendeg, and welcoming these giants of rallying to East Yorkshire Road Rally country for the night stages of the East Riding stages. And I think anybody who has been involved in the extreme, arduous challenge of putting on these stages and doing the technical work behind the scenes will be rightly beaming with pride this evening, listening to the comments from the competitors. Now, Graham Muter, Mark Mason, I think, are here at the finish now. But behind them, it should be Simon Bone and Craig Simkis, who have got a time 30th fastest in that fire-breathing. No, this is them, isn't it, in the Sierra?
Yeah!
Tell me about it. I want the emotion.
This is some machine, this thing. If I could just grow a pair of kahunas to push it a bit harder, we'll be there, mate, I'll tell you. I've had to put a rag there because when you put an I-beam for the spots, it's blue light in your face, I can't see a thing. And I keep going from third to top, so I need to get out of that habit, but it doesn't seem to bother.
What a car to be doing. You're warming my leg up here.
I'll send you a bill.
That's actually a pretty good time for a car that's so leery. 30th fastest through there.
I got behind that Mark II behind for a good while, so I lost quite a bit there, but he was a very kind fellow to let us past.
Craig okay, or have you done something to him in there?
It's all right. Fantastic, mate.
It does something to me to see this car out. Look at this. This is an RED built Group A, full FIA Group A spec, historic Sierra Cosworth in Gemini colours. I don't think it gets much better than that, does it? Whoa, hello. Then he got run over by, I think that was probably Graham Muter there, but just brilliant. What a car. Alan Wellesby, Dan Parsons then, 26th fastest for them, leading the class overnight. Got on the wrong side of the car, I'm going to run around the other side. Mark, how was that?
Yeah, I'm struggling in the dark tonight, but it's Tom's first time in R5, and yeah.
Stages like these, that's no mean feat, is it?
You've just got to be so alert and just on it, but yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, just get myself to death.
Well, you're doing something right if you scared yourself to death in there. Mark Holmes. Wasn't expecting Mark through at this point in the order, actually. Alan, a class lead overnight, and one hell of a stage there. One for the Road Rally boys, wasn't it?
Of course it is. 11th. That's good, that is. Shame tomorrow's daytime and slip, so.
They said the same thing. I love the dedication to keeping the car immaculate, the steering couples on.
Couple of pints now, innit?
There we go. Dedication to something else. Alan Wellesby in that Road Rally spec, Mark II, unarched, trim, along for the ride. And that big smile all the way from Wales. Leading the class overnight. Putting in a 26th fastest time there, 23rd overall. Bit of an update on the leaderboard then. Sam Toozle, if you're just tuning in, our reigning champion Max Freeman alongside, leads the way, 0.4 of a second ahead of James Ford, Neil Shanks. The pair of them hitting the bogey on 2 stages this evening. Matthew Hurst, Declan Deere not far behind, a matter of 4.4 seconds. In fact, that top 3 have got one heck of a battle royale ready for them on the stages in the Holderness area on the East Riding stages in the morning. Hugh Brunson, Drew Sturrock in the Polo R5 have got something they left on the table here, and they'll be keen to prove that tomorrow on the stages, just 15 back. And then 7 back, Kev Proctor, Rob Fagg, ahead of an astonishing performance from Lee Edwards and Sam Spencer in the Escort G3 to be just 0.1 of a second off 5th place overall in a two-wheel drive car on these slippery, greasy East Yorkshire lanes. Ollie Mellors in Windrush, Joe Cunningham, Josh Beer, Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan, and Neil Roskell, Jack Morton. Rounding out the top 10. The latter of those, Neil Roskell, Jack Morton, getting away with a big off, which left a lot of damage to the car, but crucially, living to fight again tomorrow. That ATM team will be getting the car ready to go. Joe, tell me about that.
Yeah, really fast. I mean, like, we were sitting on the rev limiter. We could have had a conversation and boiled the kettle down the straight, so we were sitting off. But yeah, just when you're coming down, you're like, where's the braking? Where's the braking? Oh, can I press the brake pedal? But no, it was really, really good. Nice to get the confidence back in myself and the car, and Chris is doing really well, and the car's mint, so really happy.
First day, and these night stages, perhaps the most difficult and the fastest stages you've probably ever driven, and we go on to more familiar territory tomorrow.
Yeah, and I can see the road.
Bet on it, the weather's coming. James Lightfoot, Chris Patterson, the door number peeling off. They were going that quick through there. They get the co-drivers desperately pointing to the driver's side. How was that?
You all right? Yeah, brilliant. Loved it. Yeah, really good.
Happy with times?
I don't know about that.
Really looking, just getting through tonight.
Just having fun, aye.
Yeah, the good stage is fast.
Aye. I'm not really brave enough for it now, but it was good fun.
Next time.
It was good fun.
30th fastest for Ross Hunter, Chris Dodds in that Peugeot 208 R4. Hear the remarkably loud exhaust note of the Peugeot there as it drives off from this stage end here on stage 4, the Great Wall stage on the East Riding stages. At this point, we're not even halfway through the entry. Such is the phenomenal entry here for this opening round of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. It has been a spectacle, hasn't it, so far today? Plenty of drama on the stages, a few mishaps for drivers in the first few stages, particularly those first couple in the Beverley Westwood spectator stage. It seems that this fourth stage of the day has commanded enough respect that it's been a fairly straightforward run for most, although we've had a couple of overshoots and a couple of spins in here, haven't we? James Sparrow and that freshly rebuilt Subaru World Rally car, one of our spinners in here, getting away with it. And we'll live to fight another day tomorrow. Neil Roskell, Jack Morton alongside, having a do, shall we say, in the third stage, the Little Wold stage. And taking both drivers' side corners off the car. Hello, if you're watching in Beverley Town Centre this evening. Great to be bringing you live coverage of the stages here on Special Stage. Thank you to our sponsors, Protyre, here in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. I know quite a few of you are watching back in service and keeping up to date with the progress of your crews, who will now be heading back to service at Bishop Burton College before heading back out tomorrow onto more of the East Yorkshire lanes. Seaton gets us underway in the morning. It's a 7-mile blast to wake everybody up. First car due into that stage at 9:20, and we will be live with action from the stage and reaction from our crews after that first stage of the morning, the 5th of the rally. First thing in the morning, so join us for breakfast. 14 stages in total, 11 of them tomorrow in 2 legs. The first leg, which takes us from Seaton to Rise to Ellaby and Swine, and then through to the first of the spectator super special stages on the Westwood, and then straight into the second of those spectator stages. So plenty of chance to watch the crews if you do fancy getting to Beverley, get parked early, enjoy some atmosphere in the fan zone, and have a toddle off down to the Westwood. It's a 5-minute walk, if that, to watch the action. It's a 28.8 mile leg to kick things off in the morning. And then the final leg of the rally is everything there except the Westwood stages. So Seaton, Rise, Ellaby and Swine once again in the afternoon. 25.86 miles. It is relentless, this rally. And the crews will be heading back to the fan zone First cars will be due there about 3 o'clock. So a long day tomorrow. After a pretty long day today, although the stage mileage is not that remarkable this evening, 17 or so miles. 17.76, isn't it? The first leg of the 2 Westwood stages, followed by these 2 Wold stages. Little Wold, 3.5 miles. Great Wold, 11.47 miles that you're watching the end of here. It's been a long day because the crews did a recce of the night stages, these stages, last night. Got to get this right. And they were recceing the daytime stages. And indeed, some of them still recceing the Wold stages today. So crews out from early recceing the stages, having to work on pace notes. It's a long day. It feels like a long day at the office. And then to get into the stage this evening, for these stages to be so respect. They need so much respect. I don't know where I was going with that, but they need a lot of respect, these stages. So to go into these stages this evening and to be finishing, well, we'll be finishing, what, about 10 o'clock this evening, I think, probably a bit later because we started the stage a little late. Got a few gaps in there as well. It's a long day for the crews. So tomorrow is going to be battle royale for our, well, I was going to say our leaders, but right through the order. It's going to be exciting, isn't it? Just looking down to the classes. Class 1. Very much the story that you see at the top of the leaderboard. Sam Tousall, Max Freeman, James Ford, Neil Shanks, Matthew Hurst, Declan Deere. James Hall, Laura Marshall, you heard from them. Enjoying themselves tonight. They lead the way in Class 2 from David White, Matthew White in the more modern Impreza. Then it's Paul Murphy and Richard Robinson in the Evo 6 in third place in that class. Adrian Spencer, Mark Hewitt were pleased with their progress, just fourth place and a little way behind in that second class. In Class 3, Lee Edwards, Sam Spencer from 6th overall lead the way in the Escort G3. It's Hugh James and Lewis Sim behind them. They had a bit of a spin and scared themselves silly, I think, through this last stage. Our champions from last season, our class champions from last season in the Escort, had a phenomenal overall result in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship as well. And Ross Brusby and Sam Collis in the Escort, overtaking Phil House in the glorious sounding Aston Martin. Not that that was really a poignant moment for the class result. Phil House back in 7th in the class in the Aston. Not really the car you want to be doing 130 mile an hour in on these lanes. Must be terrifying. Ross Busby, Sam Collis 3rd in Class 3. Alan Wellesby, Dan Parsons, you saw them in that Road Rally Spec Mark II. Road Rally experience counting because they are a leap ahead of Jake Briggs and Harry Walshaw in the Escort. Then it's Ross Hunter and Chris Dodds. You just saw them through in the very loud sounding Peugeot 208 Rally 4. Luke Constantine, Ivan Devine reporting they could have done with an extra gear or 2 in that Opel Adam R2. Spent most of the time through this 4th stage of the day on the limiter and leading the way in Class 8 in that R2 car. Graham Muter, Mark Mason in the Escort, didn't get a chance to speak to them at the end there. They'd held Will Rowlands up and I think we're in a bit of a rush to get off. Tom Constantine, Tony Walker in the 2nd of the Opel Adam R2s. 3rd place in the class at this point, yet to speak to them, and Ben Wilkinson so far. And the rest of the classes we haven't yet. Oh, we have actually. We've had Stefan Davies, Will Rowland, Simon Bowe in the top 3 in Class H in the Historics, haven't we? Through, but Class 9, the 1400 class, yet to see our class runners through this stage end. Coming into this 4th stage, Mark Constantine, Andrew Constantine in the Corsa, the 3rd of the Constantine boys out. Leading the way, Simon Hunter, Howard Pridmore in the Super 1400 Corsa behind them. Mark Simpson, Julian Floyd in the Micra kit car in 3rd place coming into this 4th stage. Just wondering who we've had into the flying finish here. No time's coming up. I was half expecting Ken Sturdy through here. I'm not sure who you saw come through on the... So you've seen the Avenger through. Alfie, what's with the gap? Any issues?
Well, I got in the car at service to go to the start, had no headlights. So, yeah, not ideal when it's in the dark. But, yeah, a few teething problems on the way, but it seemed to come alive that time. So, well, work in progress.
Hell of a stage for it to come alive in.
Oh, yeah. Very quick. Yeah. Very, very quick. I hit the limiter even in this, and I'm not even in a Rally 2.
Nice. Alfie Hammond quite happy with his night's entertainment, albeit a bit of a slow start with issues with the car, which explains why he's running so far out of order. I was expecting him about 10 cars ago. Interestingly, haven't actually got a time for Alfie through this fourth stage. Christian Brown alongside. Should be back to now. Interesting car, this one. Ian Jarvis and Paul Train, who last came here in an Evo 9, and here they are in this Fiesta Rally 2. What a treat!
Absolute treat. The car's a lot better than the driver, unfortunately.
But it's some car through there, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
What time did you do through there?
Not that good at all. It felt fast.
26th in class overnight, you'd take that, wouldn't you?
Right.
26th in class overnight.
In class?
Overall, wouldn't you?
Overall.
The Mary Curie cancer care car. No longer the Evo we've seen them in, this time in a Rally 2 Fiesta. What a stage, Ken, for your home lanes. That must have been phenomenal.
Unbelievable, just flat out everywhere. So, no, that was tremendous. But we just went off on these Bentley Benz. I can't believe it. I come out here nearly every day.
No excuse either.
No, I was just catching the R5 car and got a bit excited.
A word for the organisers, because you know, growing up around here like me, that to get these stages underway must have been some effort.
It's just incredible what they've done, and to then do the Saturday night as well as the Sunday. It just gets better and better. Fantastic.
And thanks to the spectators as well. Glyn is enjoying the spectators as well. Ken Sturdy, local businessman in the Spectrum Avenger, like me, thinks it's quite surreal that we're rallying on these roads, and he's going to be 6th in class overnight. He was 41st fastest overall through there. I'm a bit out of sync with times, but here is the Escort Cosworth. Andrew, what a car to be piloting through these lanes.
I know, no, it's good. It's good fun, yeah. It's very fast, shall we say, but yeah, enjoyable and fast. Yeah.
Describe that stage to me.
Slippy in parts, but it's quite deceptive certain bits as well. I think it looked a lot worse when we wrecked it than it has when you actually drive it, to be honest.
I just see ahead and it looks like an Escort Cosworth with those spotlight pods on the bonnet. Absolutely brilliant. What an experience. Andrew Varley in the Escort Cosworth. Just look at that whale tail heading off into the night. Absolutely love that. Miss Hutchinson. I bet that was a case of just keep pulling gears and see what happens.
Oh, fantastic. And the grip levels changed all over the place. It's really good, really enjoyed it. It's good stage.
Happy with the night's progress?
I think so. I think we're somewhere about 25th or something.
25th, second in class.
Second in class? So we're doing all right?
Yeah,
doing all right?
Just looking for the times. 35th overall time through here. That's pretty good. Second in class, 27th overall overnight. You'll take that, won't you?
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, a good start.
Good luck tomorrow.
See you later.
That is a good start as well, isn't it? Just had a picture from Letty Richmond Hand, a picture of Chris Hand and she calls them his Ali G sunglasses. I think they're more like Martin Sesk glasses. My son Mason thinks I like Martin Sesk when I was wearing them earlier. He's got them back, Letty. Sorry, I did try and steal them, but he was having none of it. So Matt Tarbert, Mike Yates, currently on for a top 10 in the class, going into the overnight halt. Matt, it's a bit steamy in here.
It's red hot. We've got a major misfire since before start of stage 1, so limping through. See what we can do.
See what you can do. It's a long night for Matt Tarbert in the little Clio. You can hear it as well. It's low down misfire as well. That is not much fun. Oh, nursing that through 17, nearly 18 miles of flat out stages is not fun. So the service crew will know about that already. I could see Mike was already on the phone, letting them know that they had the problem and it needed sorting. I'm sure the service crew had their fingers crossed, having known there was a problem in stage 1, hoping it would sort itself out, as these things sometimes do. Never quite sure what you're going to turn up in next, I've got to be honest. How was that?
That's awesome, yeah. Just learning the car, loads and loads to go at, but yeah, really enjoyed it. Super fast, loved it. Nearly 120 in there.
Terrifying. Just a quick glance over to see if Charlotte looks like she enjoyed that or not. Yeah, she's quite happy with that. These are my local lanes. To see these cars going that quickly down here is brilliant.
Awesome. It feels brilliant on the inside as well.
Right. Keep getting used to the car and we'll see you in action tomorrow. Rob Fisher, Charlotte Wainwright alongside, switching from the R53 Mini to that Mitsubishi Evo 10. And I would say they'd be pretty happy with a 6th in class overnight position. Getting used to the new car. Been a steady start for them on those first few stages, but I don't know if you ever remember on 5th gear, remember that? When Tiff Needell and Jason Plato had an Impreza STI, and I think Plato had the Evo 10 and they couldn't get the thing to handbrake or turn properly in the tight corners when they were racing it on an airfield. I have that in my mind, so I can imagine that was a bit of a handful into the hairpin on the Beverley Westwood stage this morning. Anyone who's watching there this evening, earlier this evening, can probably confirm or deny that report. A fair old way to go this evening for this opening round of the championship. This being an early start for us in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. We have to wait until the 8th and 9th of May for the Manx National Rally, where we head over to our everyone's favourite rally pilgrimage, isn't it? Over to the Isle of Man for some rallying. Although Max Murray, who's over here rallying, I didn't quite get to speak to Rob Fagg. We'll maybe have a chat to him tomorrow. He's alongside Kev Proctor here, the two Manxmen who will be wondering what hit them on these lanes tonight, I think. We often talk about the Manx lanes being the most formidable. Perhaps we'll be talking about something a little different after this year's East Riding stages. And then the back end of May, 22nd, 23rd, is the Border Competitions Jim Clark Rally. A pause for thought when we talk about that. And then in June, we head over to the Scottish Peninsula for the Argyll Rally, the Danone Presents Argyll Rally. Before we head over to Wales for the Tour of Epint in July. And then it's Northern Ireland for the Down Rally, some iconic Northern Irish asphalt lanes in August. Before we finish things at the Hills Ford Stages with its new home in Shrewsbury on the 19th and 20th of September. Bit of a gap here. It does look like Ben Cree and Bob Wiggins have stopped if you're following the live tracker. By the way, if you want to follow the live results through the rally, haven't found it yet, rallies.info is where you need to be. And the times will arrive on your phone as quick as the cars arrive at the finish. This is your first time watching rallying, and you quite like it. There's a whole lot of content for you to go at, including previous live broadcasts and some very special rally features, including the top 10 rally cars as voted for by Special Stage viewers at specialstage.tv. There's also some very special rally stories features on there with some absolute legends of our sport. Phil Collins, Mike Broad among them, and we've got plenty more to come as well. Specialstage.tv is a hub for all things rallying, and if you're watching there or on our YouTube or Facebook streams this evening, hello to you. If you're watching in Beverley Town Centre, thank you for joining us and braving what could have been much worse conditions actually here in East Yorkshire. It's been worse for the last few weeks, hasn't it? Just non-stop rain, but quite mild and remarkably dry this evening. Haven't got as wet as I thought I would. Good to have you out. I posted a picture of me aged, I don't know, 10, 11 on the North Humberside Stages rally, which started in Hull and headed up to the forests of North Yorkshire back when I was a kid. And without that, I wouldn't be doing what I'm privileged to do now. So if you're out spectating and you have the kids with you this weekend, getting them up close to rally cars, getting to see this spectacle, feel it on their home lanes, is something that will live with them forever. And you just never know where it'll go. Tell me about that.
Oh, Richard, mental. If you're very brave and you can nearly be as quick as an R5, but no, there was some iffy bits, good bits, wet bits, and you think, oh, all right, oh, I'm in 6 already, oh dear.
What happened in stage 2? Or what didn't happen in stage 2?
Oh, stage 2 was all right, but I fluffed up the hairpin left because obviously it hasn't got a hydraulic handbrake.
You're not showing a time for it, that's all.
Oh, we're definitely 2 seconds quicker. But no, cracking stages, good in the dark. Next time I'm going to buy an R5 light pod.
There we go.
Cheers.
Gary Salmon, Dylan Scott, 50th fastest through the stage of 10:25, and if he thinks that was scary, imagine doing it in the bogey time of 8:37 like Sam Tootle and James Ford at the lead of this rally. Quite incredible. I think you will agree. Just looking for the time to drop through, Alistair. Oh, it has. 10:03. Happy with that?
Well, I think so. Tough in the dark.
Just happy to get through.
Yes. Regroup and gone for tomorrow, and hopefully have a good one tomorrow. Yes.
Exciting stage, isn't it?
Oh, it's phenomenal. Very, very fast. Times when we were coming off it and we should have been pushing on, but hey, we're here. We're going tomorrow, so that's the main thing.
There we go. Taking the positives, Alistair Crawford, one of our Scottish competitors down here in the lanes of East Yorkshire for the East Riding stages. We're missing Tom Constantine at the moment. Time for Ben, hasn't dropped through yet. Ben, happy with that?
No brakes. No brakes. Got through with that.
You don't need them in there, do you?
You do, yeah. Them bales you do. Yeah, no, it's good though. It's good, it's fast. Faster than what I'm used to. But right enough.
You really have got no brakes at all, have you?
There's just at the bottom. Just at the bottom I've got a bit of brake.
Oh, right. Good luck tomorrow. Ben Hardy, Steve McNulty. You do need your brakes. They are on for a top 10 in class finish there overnight. Phil, what a stage.
Yeah, all good that. Hard going.
Yeah. The wipers are on, is that just for good luck?
No, it just keeps drifting up the screen. So I'm trying to keep it going.
What's the plan for tomorrow?
We'll just keep going as we are. It's a new car, first time out. That'll do.
That'll do. It's a lovely car as well. Carbon bonnet and boot lid on that Mark II. Car's running a little bit out of order here. Here we go. There's Tom Constantine. What? I'm guessing you could have done with some extra gears.
I could have done with some of them trousers. They're mega, them. But yeah, definitely more gears. We're just like to the point where you're sort of having to just lift off to not let it go past the rev limiter. But hey, still an enjoyable stage. Had a big arse twitchy moment. Sorry for me swearing. I know I'm bad at that. Just
for a Constantine, arse isn't swearing.
I'll agree with that. No, it was a 3 left and it just nipped a bit more than I expected, and I put the back wheel on the gravel at sort of 60-70 mile an hour and it sort of swapped ends on me, but we caught it and didn't lose any time. We just maybe a little bit lacking commitment on the fast stuff, but I haven't done a tarmac rally since Mull last year. And
I don't often get to ask this, but what are you hoping for in the family battle?
I mean, I think we were fastest over the Westwood stage, but that's like being fastest round McDonald's car park, isn't it? So I think we got our asses kicked in the first run through here, so I think we'll have to just remember where we are.
2 asses from Tom. He's certainly leading in that battle. Tom Constantine, who is second in the class. I'll tell you what, it was a 9:48.5 from 9:48.5 for Tom Constantine. Yeah, Luke Constantine, much more seat time on asphalt, 12 seconds quicker through this stage, and leading the class. But yeah, that's the class battle. The family battle that we'll keep an eye on through this weekend, because they're a fun bunch, and we'll have some fun with that. Flash of the lights from Steve.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I forgot how far back you sat in this thing. Sat in the back seat. How was that?
Well, we've no flat shift. The gears are sticking,
yeah,
but we got round. So we're here, and we've not had an accident. So, winner, chicken dinner.
The co-driver's like, you hope we didn't. What's the plan for tomorrow? I'm looking for the times.
Well, we just need to see what's wrong with it. Then we're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
Big smiles on the faces. That's all we want, Paul. It's not a lot to ask for, is it?
It's not. The smiles are there. I can see them.
They're coming, mate. We got through that. I don't know how we got through that, but we got through it. We're here. We're living the dream, aren't we? Living the dream, aren't we?
I have now, yeah.
Well, it won't be very quick. Okay.
Well, you're 6th in class overnight. You'll be happy with that.
I'll do. We'll take. We're here.
There we go.
Thank you.
Sparko rally goods as well. Appreciate those. Find that racewear these days is very fussy and very elaborate, and I'm a big fan of the proper old school Sparko Nomex gloves. So Stephen wearing a pair of them, I'm all about that. Andy Brinkley and Helena Mail up next, missing a time from the 3rd stage actually, so I wonder if something went on in there. It's probably Marcus Tomlinson that I can hear coming into the final time control of the night here. Was it Phil Rogers actually? Some of the cars here just running a little bit out of order. No real issues we've had reported, have we? The issues were higher up the entry so far this evening. Yeah, I think this will be Phil. Is this Phil Rogers? Nope, hang on, we'll go around the other side. I'll get used to this eventually. Eileen.
Hi.
That looked a lot of fun.
Oh, that was amazing. It was stage 1 and 2. There was a long time to wait if we got going, but that 2 stages, fantastic. Love this car.
Nice. Well, if you're loving those in the dark, tomorrow's going to be fun.
Aye, well that's what we thought.
What are your hopes for this weekend?
Really, in my head, it's just a test for the car. So if I get a finish, I'll be so chuffed.
Well, it's nice to see the energy and the smiles. Eileen Forrest having a bit of a test in the car. Running a little bit out of order, but nothing to worry about. Time still doesn't come through, actually. Well, Dan, did that look fun?
That was okay. We went off on stage 3, and so we got a bit of juddering. The boys have got a bit of work to do when we get back to service.
Yeah. I'm not getting times through actually, but I can smell the fuel in here. It makes your eyes water.
Yeah, a little bit smelly. The exhaust is there.
Yeah, the exhaust is right underneath me as well, warming my legs up. But wow, my eyes are watering. Spending a few seconds inside that BMW compact, that wide-arched BMW, quite the machine to be thrown around the lanes. no time for Dan Taylor. Oh no, it did come through actually in the end. It's 10:25. Top 10 in class overnight. 52nd on the overall leaderboard out of 160 starters here on the 2026 East Riding Stages Rally, the first round of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. Look at that. I love it. Wrong side of the car. Well, right side of the car if you're a navigator, I suppose. I should know by now, Carl, shouldn't I? Spot lamp pods, bumper pods on. I love it.
The real deal, especially for you. So.
And I bet it felt the real deal in there as well.
No, that's a mint stage. I absolutely cocked up the first two play. I mean, I drove past the hairpin where I was meant to turn left, and I can't even blame my navigator. Like, so
his head's actually smoking. You've been working that hard.
Surprised. It's pretty warm in there. It's a long way through, and just new suspension. Just try to find the grip levels, and they seem quite good. But you never
onto the diff through there as well, weren't you?
Yeah, you never know what's around the next corner, do you? That's the problem. So you meant to, but you don't. So.
No. Well,
but no, it's been brilliant. Yeah, cheers, Paul.
Great to see a Group A Astra. Just look at it. Look at that bumper pod on the front there. The light's just casting a glow over it. I love the theatre of a proper 90s rally car with a proper lamp pod with bumper pod attachments on it. You might have heard me say that a time or two before. I didn't actually get a time there from Carl to it. 10:29, just outside the top 10 in the class going into the overnight halt. Is this Dave looking, perhaps? It's difficult when the car's so dark. It is Dave. Dave, what a stage.
That was a proper stage. I really enjoyed that. That is absolutely fabulous. I hope the spectators did as well, because it looked...
Are there plenty of spectators in there?
There's loads.
Are there?
There are loads, yeah, but thanks to Ollie, he got me round for the night, which is hopefully a good start for tomorrow.
I'd definitely say that's a good start, guys. Well done. I love that we've got loads of spectators on that stage. Dave and Ollie looking there, father and son, a 10:27.5 for them. 10th in the class overnight, 55th overall. There was a lot of energy inside here. How was that?
I can't explain, to be honest, Paul.
Give us some raw emotion, that'll do.
It was mad.
Sarah's enjoyed herself.
Oh, she was loving it. We had quite a few moments, but this thing goes like a rocket ship.
There's a lot going on this dashboard.
Oh, I wanted to go, need another 7th gear from somewhere, but it's just, you have to be careful. The Nadri stuff I love. I'm flinging it everywhere, but it's just the long straights that, I'm a bit cautious on.
Well, there's plenty of those in there and plenty tomorrow. Good luck.
Thank you.
A lot of energy in there for Marcus Tomlinson and Sarah Hall. A 10:56.8 for them, a top 10 in class overnight as well. And here is our Rolex pair. Roger Priestnall with Jamie Forrest alongside. What a stage.
We're too old to be playing with these young lads. It's not right. I think we're over ill. I think we're just too scared now.
I bet that's terrifying, isn't it?
Oh, flat out. And do 120 mile an hour down there. Like, oh no, what are we doing?
Happy though with progress today?
Yeah, well, we had to just get through tonight. That was it had to just happen. We're maybe a bit cautious, but let's see how we go on. We're here.
10th in class overnight, good place to fight from. Roger Priestnall, Jamie Forrest in the S2000 Suzuki Swift, the Rolex pair. Roger, one of my sponsors. When I go rallying, if you can call it that, these days. And someone who has featured on our coverage right from the start, actually, hasn't he, Wayne? We used to cover we have covered the BTRDA gravel series from the start of Special Stage, and Roger in his 1400 Proton Satra, which he still has, by the way, on the X. It's a Matt Sanderson, Claire Mole car that he has, and he's still got that. But that S2000 Swift sits in the stable as well these days. It's a bit easier to get parts for and engineer bits for, and It's not an ex-works car that you're having to treat well, but the Satria is back in gravel trim, I understand. But Roger has featured in our coverage over the years. He was a young man back then, and he reckons he's over the hill now. There's nothing like a sixth gear stage to make you show your age, I'm sure. I bet it's brilliant being out there in the cars, pulling the gears and hoping you had an extra gear. I suppose you could look at it two ways, and one way to look at it is that if you felt like you needed an extra gear, then you're obviously going pretty well. I should have mentioned actually Sarah Hall, who was inside that car with Marcus Tomlinson and looked like she'd had such a ball in there. Sarah and I used to work together back in Formula Student. Sarah was one of the camera ops when we used to do the live coverage for that at Silverstone back in the day, and she's been racing since then. Does a bit of race commentary as well, and has been racing in the Ford Focus Cup in recent years. And her old man actually has a Metro 6R4 as well, so rallying is very much in motorsport all round, very much in the blood for Sarah. Good to see her out in a car. If you've just found us, you're just tuning in, we've still got a lot of action to go here in this fourth stage, the final stage of the first leg of the East Riding stages, the Great Wold stage, 11.5 miles of flat out East Yorkshire lanes. And we've had very accomplished rally drivers tell us this evening that this is the fastest stage they've ever done. This stage has made them feel grateful for having gone rallying in the very first place. We've had rally drivers who have driven the Manx, who've won the Manx, who've won rallies on the Scottish Peninsula and in Northern Ireland, coming to the end of the stage with their eyes wild with amazement at how fast this stage was, from Brantingham Dale all the way up through Skidby and South Cave. This Great Wold stage has well and truly delivered, and indeed this extra night of action for the East Riding stages has, well, certainly got people talking. And it's been said a few times this evening already by me and by others, but the organisers for this rally and for getting these additional stages underway deserve a huge commendation for what they've done. I can hear engines flat out in the distance. The hills really are alive with the sound of rally cars here in East Yorkshire for the East Riding stages. The season very much underway. An earlier start than we have had in recent years. The Northwest stages used to kick us off in recent years here in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. Pleased to see the team have managed to get things going, and it looks like the Northwest stages will make a return onto some of those closed roads around Garstang as well, which is good to see. I look forward to seeing what they manage to pull out of the ashes, as it were. Still some really good variety to go on the stages tonight as well. If you're looking at the results on rallies.info, you've still got cars going through the third stage of the night. But if you have just tuned in and you're waiting for the rundown of the overall leaderboard, at the moment our reigning and newly crowned Asphalt Rally champions, Sam Touzle, Max Freeman, lead the way, and it's a slender lead as well, which is pretty exciting for tomorrow. 0.4 of a second ahead of James Ford and Neil Shanks, who I knew would go well. I said to James when we got to the end of the stage, that one will suit you, because he loves keeping it flat out. He's used to the Irish tarmac and goes well on fast-flowing stages that require commitment and bravery. Sam Touzle, Max Freeman showing the class and the speed that won them the championship in 2025 to be leading by 0.4 of a second. We've got a bit of a story from Ben Cree. We mentioned earlier he was showing us stopped on the track. He's showing us retired now, but the car will come through. So whatever the problem was, they look like they've got it going, and perhaps we'll see them on the stages tomorrow. We'll get a bit of an update. Matthew Hurst, Declan Deer in third place, and I'll continue a bit of a rundown of the leaderboard for those who are only just joining us in a few moments' time as the cars continue to come through the stage end here. We just had Roger Priestnall, Jamie Forrest, and this will be Mark Constantine, Andrew Constantine. A 10.05 for the Class 9 pair, leading that 1400 class in the Corsa. Dad with his two sons in the matching Opel Adamar 2s. They're not often matching. Tom's is more often than not in gravel trim. But it's a proper family day out, family weekend out for the Constantines. Mark and Andrew, 47th quickest through this stage, 10.05.9. Fastest family in Yorkshire tonight, surely.
I don't know about that. God almighty, we nearly went off on the split. Not the first stage, the second stage when you went hairpin right. I came round the corner and he said, hold it, flat in 6. And went down into 5th and it's locked, the wheels. And then it started locking and it wouldn't brake, it wouldn't stop. And I could just see the hole in the fence and I thought, we're going into that field. And look, I don't know how we got through it. We just literally went into it backwards and stalled and then bump started and off.
It sounds terrifying.
It was good fun. It is to laugh about it now, but if I'd have been explaining to my sons that I bumped, because I said to them, no crashing tonight.
Potential for a big bill tonight, isn't there? But you're through it and you got the class lead overnight.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, obviously, I think we were leading Simon coming into this one, so...
He's going to have to put a big push in there to overhaul that tonight.
We're on the limiter in 6 gear on there, and that's 118 mile an hour in this, so it's fairly rapid.
It says there, turn off radio. What were you listening to? Was it Classic FM through there?
No, I'm on Smooth, mate. Smooth 80s, yeah. Smooth 80s all the way.
Probably needed it as well.
Yeah. I go well on that. Especially with Van Halen.
Mark Constantine, Andrew Constantine alongside, and he said to the lads, don't crash tonight, I don't want the bill. And he hasn't got one. All the Constantines through and a successful night for the family. Wow.
Yeah, I love that.
Your eyes are wide.
Yeah, can I go around again? That was great.
Tell me about Andrew.
Just the car's running absolutely mint. We've done a lot of upgrades lately and it's just running sweet as a nut. I've never been able to handbrake it round bales, and if there's any footage of me in there, it's sideways everywhere. I'm having a whale of a time.
All we can see was lights, picking out the spectators and the forest.
Look at them lights, though. Absolutely fantastic.
Right, good to see you enjoying yourselves. Yeah, you take care. Andrew Hutchinson is happy with that. And here is Ben Wilkinson in the 106 Maxi. Still in one piece.
Yeah, we haven't put a mark on it. A bit slow through dark. I can't really see that well in dark, but we've come out unscathed.
That's a mega stage to be staring at that dashboard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. 6 gear.
What's the time in there?
I'm not sure.
It's not come up for us yet. 10.43. Not bad. 4th in class overnight.
Yeah, not brilliant, but
big push in the daylight tomorrow.
Definitely, yeah, that's what we'll do.
And you're through.
Yeah, happy days.
Nice.
Happy days, yeah.
Just look at this car as it drives away. A Peugeot 106 Maxi. Mark Higgins used to fight against people like Justin Dale in cars like that in the BRC. The big names of the BRC always come to mind when I see Maxis of any kind. Mark Higgins in the micro up against Justin Dale in the 106 Maxi. Fantastic. What happened, Ben?
Snapped an engine mounting and ripped the fuel lines off. I've got it chocked up with some wood, so we're still here. We're gonna get it sorted.
Like a good rally bodge to get through the day.
Get it sorted. Let's get back out tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Wow, engine mount broke. Snapped the fuel lines. Chocked the engine mount with a block of wood. That is rally bodge. What a story he'll have to tell after this round.
Hello.
Ollie from the heights of the WRC, working for M Sport, to your home lanes, and lanes that you and I both grow up on. We do road rallies in 12 cars around here, and you just went flat out, I'm guessing.
Yes, it was good. I lost my light bar like about halfway through the stage. That made, where the anti-cuts were, it made that really interesting. Didn't want to hit any concrete. But it was good, yeah, it was fairly quick. didn't mess up too much. I've bent my handbrakes, that doesn't work anymore, but other than that, yeah, we're good.
And it's a good time as well. You were third in class overnight.
That's not bad. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, we messed up Westwood majorly. The first hairpin, we pulled the handbrake, and it turned my light bar off, and headlights. I lost everything. I couldn't see. Then the second one, I kicked out of gear when I pulled the handbrake. So it was good to keep up with those.
Mum alongside co-driving, no better than a mum and lad day out rallying, or night out rallying. The Mathesons, local family, and Dad Mark has been heavily involved in the organisation and the stage setup coming into this event, and they live a stone's throw actually next to the location we'll be in tomorrow for the stage end. We do have a lot of steam here for, I think it's Phil Turner and Fraser Moss. We might not want to start, we'll see. They are going to stop, thank you for that. Bit of steam there.
Are we on fire?
Tell me.
I don't know.
I'll let you go.
That was a slippy stage, that was. But it was good, yeah. Just, I think we've cooked the brakes.
I think you might have cooked something, yeah. There's a lot of smoke coming off this car. I don't think that's brakes. I think that's coolant, because Phil Turner, Fraser Moss did a 10:19.1 through there. 10th in class overnight, 51st overall. They were 53rd fastest through this fourth stage, and definitely had cooked something, or you could cook something on that car, couldn't you? Because there was a lot of heat coming off it, but it didn't feel like brakes to me. You can smell the brakes a mile off when they come into the stage end, and there's a very distinctive set of smells that come off an asphalt rally car. You can tell if someone's been off because you can smell hot mud on the exhaust, and that's a glorious smell, by the way. And you can tell if somebody's cooked the brakes because that stinks. You can tell if somebody's cooked the clutch, which doesn't happen very often because that also stinks. And you can tell if someone's been off because they smell of sweat and other things that are not nice. It's the only thing we can't bring you at home. We can bring you the sights, the sounds. We can bring you a bit of the atmosphere, I'd like to think, and definitely the energy. I hope you're feeling the energy like I am from inside these cars, but we can't bring you the smells or how cold it is sometimes, but it's actually really mild tonight. I can feel all of my fingers, which is unusual at this time of year to be filming a rally and be able to feel all of my appendages at once. I'm normally trying to figure out which bits dropped off by this point in the event, but not tonight. It was remarkably mild. Ollie Matheson, by the way, the very first running of the East Riding stage, Ollie was only 14. He joined me in the commentary box at Burton Constable Hall for the spectator stage as it was then, and since then he's gone on. I mean, he's navigated for me on 12 cars around here as Ollie in that Zaxo, and now he works for M Sport as a mechanic on event, and I see him on the More Than Machine programme as well. Mike, how you doing? Look at that big smile. That tells me everything.
That was better. You know, after those Mickey Mouse ones, it was just a bit. You know, we were stood so much. We had problems with fuel vaporization all in.
There's now Mickey Mouse about that, isn't there?
That was brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, just wish I had better lights, but there we are.
There you go. So, big fight tomorrow.
Yeah. No, now we got here, we'll feel happy now. We're good to go.
See, Dale's ready to go. Off you go, guys. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Mike Simpson, Dale Gibbons, wishing for better lights, but after what he described as the Mickey Mouse stages. Don't be offended, by the way, by that if you're going to watch the Beverly Westwood stage. The rally drivers often refer to those stages. I mean, in the WRC, they used to refer to the stately home stages as Mickey Mouse, and some of those were formidable stages and have become very iconic in the sport. Likewise, the race circuit one-offs like Donington Park, Silverstone Rally Sprint, places like that in the WRC used to be seen as a little bit Mickey Mouse. Cadwell, when it featured in the Mintex, would have been seen that back then by the drivers as a bit of a Mickey Mouse stage, but it's a great stage for the spectators, the Beverly Westwood 1.5 mile spectator super special stage. So if you can get to that tomorrow, it's a great place to take the kids as well, because you can park in Beverly. It will be busy, but you'll have to find a parking space and then wander out and sample the atmosphere, grab yourself a posh coffee and wander through to the Westwood, where we normally watch cows grazing and we watch rally cars flat out for the East Riding stages. It's a real vibe. I can smell hot brakes.
Yeah, so can I. Yeah, we're all right. Yeah, this little bit here we're a bit slippy, but yeah, we're good with that.
Just looking for your time. What did you do?
Was it 10-12?
You happy?
Yeah. Fine with that. Yeah. Good.
No,
Yeah.
I've got enough gears.
No one's got enough gears for this one. Not sure why I'm not getting times, but Russell Adamant and Kev Wilson are through stage 4. And they, just talking about smells, had cooked the brakes, because that very definitely, oh, there we go, 10:12.4. That's not a bad time, actually. 50th fastest through there, puts them in a top 10 position, chasing the mid-pack in the class. In that class 3 Escort, going into tomorrow's 11 stages, starting with Seaton at 9:20, where we will be live. So join us for breakfast, and we'll bring you all of the action and reaction from the crews in the 5th stage of the East Riding stages and the first of the 2nd day of action. The weather tomorrow is looking wet, by the way, so that will make it interesting. Talking to some of the crews who are very experienced in other events and come here and they say this is a difficult event for tyre choice. Chris Richmond-Hand was saying that to me yesterday in the car on the way to pick a recce car up from Maple Garage. So it's tricky to find tyres that work here. And when it's wet tomorrow, that will be a challenge for sure. Right, running a little bit out of order there, Russell Adamant. So, just finding my place again to find out. Is this Tim Phelps? It is.
Evening, Paul. 2 seconds. He's in a pickle.
I'm guessing you enjoyed that.
Well, it was great, yeah. Excellent. I'm cooking, absolutely cooking. Yeah, really good. That was the best one.
Nice to be able to stretch your legs on a stage like that, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just like flat.
I can feel the energy in the cars after that one. It's quite exciting.
It's just knowing when it's going to stop you, whatever. Yeah, good.
Happy with tonight?
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, the first two were. I had a mistake on the first couple of stages on that first hairpin, coming round and then into the mud, and it was just chaos, basically.
You take a mistake on that one over this one.
Oh yes.
Right, see you tomorrow. Tim Phelps, Pete Wilson. An 11:16.6, 16th in class overnight. I'm hearing that Alistair Waite and Kevin McIver have gone off towards the end of the stage. Car 94. We'll keep a lookout for that. Meanwhile, still. How was that?
Fantastic. Yeah, really good.
Is this Group N spec?
It is, yeah, basically.
So R1, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
new money.
In new money,
Yeah.
yes.
I saw it coming. I thought it's not R3, is it?
No. We've got to save a bit more money up for that.
Good little car for pushing around these lanes, though.
Absolutely fantastic. It's a little bit skittish in the faster stuff, but it's all right.
Did you build it yourself?
I did, yes. Yeah.
What a choice. Why a Fiat 500?
Why not? Yeah. It's just something different, just something to stand out a little bit. So yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Nice. Right. Enjoy tomorrow, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Nice to see something a little different, isn't it? James Dixon, Connor Neal in the production spec Fiat 500, and very nicely prepared as well. Nice welded in cage in there. Yeah, I like to see something a little different. It's an interesting choice, hence my conversation there. Tim is steamed up in here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, tell me about it.
No, we had a big moment coming out of Little Wheaton.
Yep.
Coming out of Little Wheaton, we just clipped the edge and it went through what? Well, we were sideways across the road, stopped, trying to reverse it out of the way. So we lost about, 10 seconds there? Yeah, but apart from that, and cocking it up on the very first hairpin for everybody who was watching on the telly, that was really embarrassing. But the second hairpin we got right on stage 2, but the first one was humiliating for
Good news, that wasn't live.
But we're still here. Was it not live? Oh, thank God for that. I should have kept quiet. We did really well on that first hairpin. I was well impressed.
Right, more to come tomorrow. Tim Milner, Reece Brooks have had fun in there, haven't they? What's happened in there then?
Absolute nightmare to start with. A few problems before we got to the holding control, and then we've on catch up now.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Is the car okay, Neil?
Yeah, the car's fine now. Yeah. Enjoyed that stage. That was fast.
Good.
Yeah.
Back in the groove then. Neil Jones, Alan Thomas running well out of order. I must admit, have them chalked down as having gone out of the rally. They were that far out of order. Car 46 at this point. Good to see that that is not indeed the case. I think we should have... We've had Tim Phelps through. Brother Jeff didn't start the event, so I think this should be James Dixon coming through now. As I mentioned, Alistair Wake, Kevin McIver look like they've gone off car 94, so we'll have to have a look at that. Time going through for Simon is a 10:08.6. It's fast. Third in the class overnight. You take that on these stages.
That's very kind of you, thank you very much. Have you not noticed which car this is? It's your favourite white Subaru.
I know, it's lovely.
No, yeah, great.
It looks so white after that stage.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. I'm sure many have said this, but that's my first time ever in the night. And that's a great baptism of fire in there. Super, super quick. He was bang on, so...
I grew up in these lanes, I know what they're like, so yeah.
Brilliant, I love that. That was great. So on to tomorrow.
On to tomorrow. There's a lot of energy inside this car, is that fair to say?
I'd say so, yeah. There was a bit of apprehension to start with, deciding on tyres, and we're like, just get through it. So
any spectators in there?
Actually, yeah, there was. And yeah, good to see that, actually. They were very committed to staying there, so really good. Yeah.
Great stuff. Simon's happy. Ryan Jones alongside in that lovely prepared Subaru. He mentioned that because I talk about how clean and immaculate that Subaru always looks, and proper pro drive job. I do like it.
Hello.
I'm guessing that was a good stage, Greg.
It's good, yeah, really enjoyed it, yep.
Tell me about tonight. All gone well?
Yeah, everything's went okay, yep, so reset for tomorrow.
Good luck, we'll see you on the stages first thing.
Yep, that's great, thanks.
Greg, let's go. Chloe Fleming alongside. No time through just yet. Just waiting for it to drop in. 10:37.3. They go into tomorrow. 14th in the class. Kev Dunn, Sean Douglas had an electrical sensor issue before the start of the rally. Bitterly disappointing for them. Not actually making it out even into the first stage. As the rain just threatens to come down again, just as the roads are getting greasy, most crews will be on wets. I think that is fair to say. There was very little talk of that when it came down to it in the end. This is Pete Barnett. I think it is. Pete,
honestly,
tell me about it.
That was literally the most fun that we
with you. Yeah, we'll go backwards. You're going backwards.
Going backwards. That's how excited we are. But that was like literally the most fun that we've ever had on a stage, or maybe just full stop in our entire life.
What a commendation that is for the organisers who work so hard to put these stages on.
Said to those guys who said that they built the stage, like, can you please build it again next year? Because yeah, we just want to do it again already.
God built these roads.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, I'm from Beverley, so I'd agree.
Nice one. Well, there we go. Like me, grew up on these lanes, and that was the most fun they've ever had in their lives. Pete Barnett, Madison Barnett alongside, nearly reversed over me as we were talking there. 10:46.5 for the Beverley pair, just outside the top 10 in Class 2. Not a bad place to be. A top 10 result on your home rally in a car that really doesn't have a right to be in that top 10, given the machinery that's out this weekend, is a great result. So something to aim for tomorrow. I thought we were going to get the old cliche, the most fun you can have with your clothes on there. We'll get that before the night's out, I guarantee you.
No, sir.
John, tell me about that.
That was bloody brilliant. It really was. Honestly, I really enjoyed that. Proper stage. Frighteningly fast.
From the accent, I know that you're not far away from here.
Just from Thirsk.
There we go.
So, but we do share one thing in common.
Go on.
We're both going to Barbados. this time.
Okay.
Yeah, going for my 60th, so I've done the event a few times before, so...
I won't be there this year, but good luck and enjoy.
We will, don't you worry.
There we go. John Trenholm, Alison Trenholm alongside, heading out to Rally Barbados for his 60th birthday. Work and family commitments mean I won't be there this time, unfortunately, but I'll be supporting from back home and perhaps working with the Bayesian Pro crew on some coverage from over here during the rally. We'll see. But it'd be nice to be in that heat right now, I can tell you. Although it's, as I said earlier, it's not that cold. Very mild here tonight. John Trenholm, Alison Trenholm from Thirsk in North Yorkshire. Their home rally's probably more like their opponent that we've just had. But this is not far away. It's not often when you're from this neck of the woods that rallying is less than 4 hours journey away wherever you go. But this weekend to be 20 minutes from home is a real treat. Bit of a gap on the stage. There's been a few gaps, haven't there? Still waiting to hear the fate of car 94, wasn't it? Alistair Waite, Kevin McIver, who went off, I think, in the corner before the finish. Looks like he's in a field. $60 more cars to go on the entry list. It's unbelievable. You get through the stage and you're already an hour and a half in. You've still got 60 cars to go, but more than an hour and a half in, aren't we? We're 2.5 hours in, still 60 cars to go. Shows the strength of the entry here on these riding stages, and I'm delighted to say that although we are here to cover the narrative of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, our sponsors Protyre are just as passionate as we are about rallying and just as passionate as you are, and they are very keen that we cover every competitor on the entry. So we're staying right here until the very end for action and reaction. Graham Hay, Harry Bates, I can't open your door, Graham, but we'll do it through the window. How's that?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, nice.
I bet that was wicked, wasn't it?
Sorry?
I bet that was a wicked stage.
Just a bit, yes. Yeah, a bit of it didn't read right, but we're here. So that's the main, we're smiling.
Yeah, well, you got through it and you're still smiling. So tomorrow we'll be able to see where we're going a little better. Big push?
Possibly, yeah, maybe. Never know.
We'll see you tomorrow. Just waiting for the time to drop in for Graham and Carrie. Another Barbados regular. And 11:51.4 for the pair. And here is the cadet I was talking about yesterday. Love this car, you know I do. I bet it was fun in there.
Oh, it was lovely, yes. Just got that little Mini on there on a 2 left flat.
Just looking to see what time you did. What time did you get, Pat?
I don't know.
10:25.6, it's good.
Yeah, all right for an old lad.
You know before me, 10:25.
There we go.
Yeah, you know it all, don't you?
Well, you see, I've got a little device that tells me all the magic things.
Good. Yeah, no, really enjoyed that actually. Yeah, slippery at the finish because we had a bit of rain, but hey ho.
You pick up on the camera Kevin's overalls from the old Ford KH challenge days. 27 years old. What, you or the overalls? Kevin Barton alongside in that cadet. And what a lovely looking car that is to be firing through these lanes. I often ask where all the C2 R2s went, and now I know.
I'm an original. So I was the C2 R2 original championship actually.
Oh, were you? And this is the car you were in?
We dragged her out the shed, 15 years, and we're out having a go, so it's good fun.
Did it need much reprep?
Yeah, no, we did a bit. We did a couple of rallies, had half decent results, and yeah, it's all right. It's a good little car.
I like it. Oh, how was that stage in one of these?
Oh, it's awesome. It's a great car for it, you know, but some of those, it's not really powerful enough and high geared enough because, you know, they're long straights. So.
What time did you get in there?
What time did we get? 9:45.
George Thomas, Mark Ammons at 9:45. That is a fast time through there. They are actually well out of order compared to those around them in terms of pace. 28th overall, 33rd fastest time through there in that little C2 R2. Did the original challenge back in the BRC days and still has the car. That's a pretty cool story actually, isn't it? Gavin, tell me about that.
Yes, enjoying them in the dark, but I can't see far enough.
And we had a problem on stage 1. We got stuck on the first hairpin and needed some people to push us out. So we're happy we got through tonight and have a bit more fun tomorrow.
Fabulous. Well, it was a fast stage, so get through it is an achievement in itself. We'll see you tomorrow morning first thing.
Thank you.
Gavin Rogers, Suze Rogers alongside in that lovely Clubman liveried Mark II. They're the sort of colour schemes I remember as a kid, watching rallies not far from here at Melbourne Airfield. And places like that. Number of the crews this evening reporting that they haven't done a rally or a stage in the dark before. This is a formidable stage to be doing. If you've never gone rallying in the dark before, let me tell you. Right, I'm a bit out of sync on my numbers now. I think we've got... Pete's here, right. Time to do through there, Pete.
It was fun. That was good fun.
The Haribos are already out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't want any, but you having one?
Was it fast?
Yeah, it was fast. Yeah, I'm not fast enough. I don't think. No, not when you see some of it. And then we got that scary bit where the where it drops over, and he was panicking, but we managed it. We kept on the road. So well.
What was your plan coming into this?
Just to enjoy it. That's all. That's all.
It certainly looks like it's mission complete because you've got a big smile on your face. I will have a Haribo, actually. Thank you. There we go. Thank you.
I hope you got that on film.
There we go. It's almost like having Richard Wise here, isn't it? Handing wine gums out at the end of the stage. Yeah, Peter, I haven't got time through, actually, from him just yet. Ryan Whitty alongside. Love this car. Haven't got a time through for you yet, Martin. What did you get through there?
No idea. Go on.
You don't care either, do you?
I do care, but...
no, I've not got a time for you yet. Was it fun?
Excellent. Excellent. Bit slippy.
Just keep pulling gears.
Yeah, just keep pulling gears. It goes like a train. It's fantastic. So, no, good stages. Excellent run event. Job's going well.
Nice. Well, you've got 3/4 of it still to go. We'll see you tomorrow. A big slam of the door there from Martin Hawkswell. Ben Cohen alongside. No time for them yet on the time. Times have been really good tonight. Rallies.info has been up to the minute, hasn't it? So but still no time there for Martin. That'll come through in a second, I'm sure. A little bit of a gap on the stage now. A few little gaps, haven't there, for quite a compact route for this evening. There you go, Sam. Now we've got a break in the action. You can have your Haribos. It's a very British thing to say, but it's very dark out here, isn't it? When the light's not on, it's literally pitch black. You can't see your hands in front of your face. And yet the sky over in the distance, you probably can't pick it out on the screen, but it's very red. What is it? Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. There aren't many shepherds around here because the rally cars scared all the sheep away. There aren't many sailors either, for if there's red sky in the morning. It's all right. This usually happens. We get to this point of the broadcast and we all get a little delirious, but it's great to have you all with us. We've had really strong viewing figures this evening on the live stage coverage, because I guess you're all quite looking forward to seeing some rally cars in action, weren't you? So quite pleased to be able to bring it. It's always one of those things when you watch rally cars in the dark, you think all I can see is spot lamps, but I think Luke Leonard, our cameraman out there, has picked a decent spot because I think you get a decent view of the cars and a bit more light on them as the car comes into view. Great to hear that there are so many spectators out in this fourth stage of the day as well. I know it was very busy in Beverley earlier. I tried about 4 places to find something to eat before we eventually settled on was it the Green Dragon we went in eventually? Wow, was it busy in there. And it was like they switched all the lights off. It was all dimly lit. And it was, Beverley was absolutely rammed. And that is what these rallies do for local tourism and business economies. You know, you see businesses capitalising by staying open a little longer. You see special promotions from the shops. You see queues out of the door for eateries and restaurants and any closed road organisers and indeed local councils that are welcoming rally cars to closed roads. For example, the Yorkshire, what's the other closed road one in Yorkshire? Yorkshire Wold Rally? Yorkshire Dales Rally, isn't it, this year? Yeah. I hope you've come over for a little look at how busy everything is here, because it does wonders for the local economy. You know, we're all used to, around here, we have a big football and rugby community, some very big stadia, and some World Championship winning rugby team actually from Hull at the moment, having won against the Broncos last week, Hull KR. So we're used to big sporting events here in East Yorkshire, but to have rally cars on the lanes here is quite something else. And I know there was a lot of excitement about it in town, and we were driving through town in a little Spark Mini, which is still stickered up from Rally Harewood last year, so it looks like it's doing the rally. And you saw people sort of pointing at the car as you're driving through town because they're looking for rally cars. And I love that. I'm actually going to miss that in the morning. So if you go into Beverley Town Centre tomorrow for the ceremonial start and the fan zone before the cars head out into the first stage, it'll be about 8 o'clock in the morning. Just soak up some of that atmosphere for me, please, because I'm going to miss that in the morning. I do like seeing the kids waving at the rally cars and flags waving and the crowds getting all excited and buzzing as the cars go over the start ramp ready to head out to the stages. Albeit they'll all have done 4 stages, the ones that are starting tomorrow morning. So it will be a long day for them. 2 legs to go tomorrow. 11 stages. 6 of those in the morning. Before lunchtime, in fact. Seaton comes your way, 9:20, and that's where we'll be live first off to start the day with action inside the stage, giving you the best seats in the house, and then reaction from the stage end like we've done here on the 4th stage, the Great Wall stage tonight. Then we've got Rise, Ellaby, Swine. This is all familiar territory now for the East Riding stages, and a lot of the local pubs along the route have got used to welcoming people in to watch the rally, and they all get involved in it. Tonight, stages have been something new for the event, and first time we've ever seen rally cars on these roads. Flat chat in a stage form anyway. We've seen road rallies out here the odd time. Great to see. So those 4 stages kick us off in the morning. All fairly decent sized stages as well, apart from Rise, which is a bit of a short, sharp blast of 3.5 miles. But it's about the same length as the Little Wold stage that gave our crews their first taste of these South Cave, Skidby, Little Wheaton lanes before heading out into this big stage this evening, the Great Wall stage. But Seaton, Ellaby and Swine, all with between 7 and 8 miles apiece. Then there's the 2 spectator stages, so if you're heading out with the kids to watch the spectator super specials in Beverley Westwood, first one of those comes your way at 11:20. Get there nice and early though. My advice would be to get there for about 10:30 as the cars are arriving in the regroup in the fan zone in the market, and then you can get parked because it will be busy in Beverley tomorrow. And just bear in mind as well that the road closure orders are in place, so a little bit more difficult to find your way around Beverley. I found Beverley difficult enough to get around anyway with all the one-way bits, but a bit more difficult than usual, so do get there in good time. And then in the afternoon we lose the 2 spectator stages, we return westward to its cows, and we go back out into Seaton, Rise, Ellaby and Swine before the cars make their way back from about 3 o'clock onwards to the fan zone in Ladygate for the final time control of the East Riding stages, by which time our crews will have done 72.5 miles of stage action, with the road mileage added in 94, just shy of 94 miles in total over the 2 days of competition, not counting, of course, the recce where the crews have gone out and driven these stages. If you've been out and about in East Yorkshire today and last night and you've seen cars with little green stickers in the top of the windscreen, they say R and then the number, that's the number of the competing crew, and they are the recce cars. Crews have to do the recce of the stages in a road car, or certainly a road rally spec car, nothing with livery on, no stage cars allowed, so they have to do the recce in a different car to the one that they do the rally in. Some of them do it in the tow vehicles, some of them do it in the vans. And you often get some interesting cars doing the recce, actually, particularly on some of the further away rallies. We get some exotic cars doing the recce. I don't think I saw any exotic cars. Did you see any exotic recce cars this time, Producer Wayne? What have we seen? Talbot Sambas, Escort Cosworths as recce cars, haven't we, in the last year or so? Probably a bit early in the year, isn't it? On grimy, salty roads to be bringing interesting classic cars out. But that's the idea of the recce, so the crews can drive at road speed along the route and have all sorts of innovative ways of calculating the pace notes. I noticed, I think it was Luke Constantine, I think it was, that I saw a picture from in-car in the recce car, and he had a steering wheel cover that looked like it was professionally printed, actually, with the numbers of the pace notes on the steering wheel cover, which looked pretty cool. A good way of knowing where you are with your pace notes. And I was wandering around service earlier. Jamie Vaughan was out with the Tipex, Tipexing notes and changing things to suit he and Brad Cole's own style. So it's a busy couple of days. It's not just the bits you see. If you're new to rallying, this is probably a bit of over-information for those who know what I'm talking about, but I hope there are people joining us, and I'm sure there are people joining us who are new to the sport, so that's a little flavour of what goes in behind the scenes before the crews even pull their race suits on. Got a big gap in the stage at this point. We're not entirely sure. Not sure if Alistair Waite is maybe the reason for that, if they're recovering that car, but Ben, what was the reason for the big gap? Any idea?
We had a bit of an off in there just then.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
There we go then.
Yeah.
All okay though?
Yeah, good. We've just done a bit of ploughing through the field.
Bit of grass tracking.
Bit of grass tracking. That's
Only lost 5 or 6 seconds. So.
Yeah, it was good fun though.
Yeah.
Bit sketchy, but nice.
Sketchy, nice. Only a rally driver would find words like sketchy and nice appropriate, would they? Bit of damage on the front of that Clio then. Ben Lyon, Jack Corlett did a 10:28 through there. It's actually not a bad time given they've done some grass tracking, is it? Jack Ives, Louis Baines have retired in the third stage. That's why they've not come through. So that explains why Ben Lyon and Jack Corlett were a little way behind. Doesn't explain why we've got such a big gap other than that. I can hear cars in the stage though, so we have got some cars due in. We've got our historic minis still to come through as well. Got the ex-Works escort of Dave Watkins and Dave Shepherd to come through as well. And some of the mini rally challenge cars, the R50 and R53 cars that we have seen out starting their season on the Raponian Rally are doing battle here on the East Yorkshire lanes as well. So plenty of cars still to go. We just need them to actually make their way through this stage now, but the track is showing quite a gap. Mark Turner, Phil Brammer look like they've stopped in this stage. Shame for them in the Mini Cooper S. And we have a car into the finish. Spotlights ablaze. You can stop filling now, Woodford, and talk to rally drivers. Looks like we've maybe had an off here. Is this Mark Mays? I think it might be. So Mark Turner, Phil Brammer is the one that's been off the road. Not debris from that off. I think this will be Mark Mays and Ben Duke coming through now, car 112. Should be a Corsa Super 1600 wide arch kit car. And it is 10:46.2 for this pair. Mark, how was that?
Yeah, I enjoyed that stage more than what I expected, but it was very good, very fast. Yeah, enjoying.
Just keep pulling the gears.
Exactly. Yep.
Tonight gone as planned?
Yeah, so far so good. It's a bit slippery out there, so we're a bit weary in places, but other than that, all good.
The weather looks like it's going to rain tomorrow. Does that upset you?
No, not really. It's a bit slippery out there, so more rain's not going to make any more difference.
There we go. Sometimes it is better, in fact it's always better to be full wet than slippery and partly wet. The Welshman reporting that he'd enjoyed that one. I think this will be our second place in Class 9 quick track Corsa Super 1400. Simon Hunter did a 10:09.8. That's 4 seconds off the pace through this stage of Mark and Andrew Constantine, who are leading the class. Wow, that looks like some stage for one of these cars.
If that's what rallying's about, I'm retiring, jacking in. Absolutely pointless. Might as well have it over the Humber Bridge and back again. Yeah. More corners in that. Just sat there on the limiter. It's all about who's got the best engine. No skill involved whatsoever. So let's get to tomorrow. Some proper stages.
Class battle is going well though. Second place overnight.
No idea how far behind Mark are we?
You were 4 behind him in that one. I haven't got it on there.
Okay. All right.
Simon Hunter, Howard Pridmore. One of very few, everybody reporting they've been on the limiter at least once, but very few crews have actually reported that that's a bad thing, because it's such a spectacle to be flat out and to be really picking your lines and trusting your pace notes. So not really suiting Simon there, but one of very few to have found that to be a negative. Mark Turner, Phil Brammer look like they have managed to get through the stage. They've put a time in. I think this is them coming through the stage end now, but they have been off. Must be a bit of damage to this Mini. There's lots of debris on the floor. Yeah, the front corner there. Mark, this brand new Spark Mini was so shiny.
I know, we were doing so well, and it's real slippy on that bottom of the hill braking, and we just locked up and did a 360 and slightly scuffed the hedge, I think, and
yeah, there's quite a lot of damage to the side of the car there, isn't there?
it's still straight driving.
You've not knocked anything off that actually drives the car, it's just bodywork, so that's okay.
Yeah.
I can see you're gutted because the car was immaculate, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. But this is what happens, isn't it? You can't get away from it.
Right, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. A bit of gaffer tape will sort this out, maybe. You see the car's been into a hedge on this side. You can see there's damage all the way down the car, unfortunately. This brand new Spark Mini just shaked down at Brighton a couple of weeks ago. Gutted to see for Mark, but you can see they will live to fight another day with a bit of bent bodywork. Wow.
How we do, my friend?
How was that?
Yeah, etche.
Very different kind of rallying.
It certainly is. That is, especially in the dark. It's strange, very strange to be in fifth gear flat out all the time. It's not good.
We don't do it very often, do we?
Oh no, not at all. This is one off, I reckon. Well, I bet somebody's beat the bogey.
There we go. Adam Hanna, Wayne Wood didn't have a time through yet. How was that? Big grin on your face.
Slippy. No, it was good. Just taking a bit longer to get in the groove, really. We caught a car on the second.
It's a long time since we've had a car in the 9 minutes through there, so you're fast compared to those around you.
Our seeding was a bit poor, but 114 on the door. A few years ago, my granddad, who was 114 years ago, won his last rally. So that's why we had 114.
Fantastic. Well, a 9:49 is quick compared to those around you. Well done.
Thank you, mate. Nice to see you. Yeah.
David Ewan-Jones and Nigel Roberts there at 9:49. I didn't quite get the story about his granddad. His granddad was 114 years ago, did his first rally or something. I didn't quite get that. Maybe he was number 114. That's maybe what that was. Sometimes rally drivers that have got helmets on think they're talking really loud because they can hear themselves in the intercom, but they're not. They're talking really quietly and I can't hear what they say. So sometimes you have to be a combination of Mystic Meg and a really good nodder and smiler at these stage ends. And sometimes you nod and you smile and you sort of just nod along, and then they look at you as if to say, I didn't say anything that required a nod there. Why are you nodding? I think that was one of them. Really gutted from Mark Turner. You could see how devastated he was to have bent that little Spark Mini. It was absolutely immaculate, and yeah. Only a couple of weeks ago at the Mini Rally Challenge, 3 weeks ago, Mini Rally Challenge test day at Blyton Park, did we see that car for the first time, and it looked brilliant with its new livery on, being run by Chris Richmond Hand's service crew with Steph Davies as well. So I'm sure those guys will help pick his confidence up and patch the car up for him, ready for tomorrow. Look at this thing. A micro kit car on these lanes is some sight. I bet it was something to drive through there.
Mint. It was mint round there. Yes, it was absolutely cock on. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Nice hairpins, bit of handbrake, just slide it through.
And even in a small engine car where you're on the limiter for most of it, just something different, isn't it?
Just something different. Just so, you'll have to have a go in this one.
I'd love to have a go in this one. My record is not great with them, but it wasn't my fault.
All right then. We'll let you.
Rally driver excuses. I did get the incredible opportunity to drive a micro kit car, one of the proper Jeff Jones cars as well. Thanks to Dominic Hodge last year at Abingdon, and what a car. We may have only done 4 stages until the gearbox seal let go, the bearing seal, I think it was, that let go, which meant gearbox oil was dripping out onto the exhaust and it was game over. But what a car that is. And that one looked pretty cool coming through these stages flat out, didn't it? Mark Simpson's micro kit car. Got a lovely model of Dominic Hodge's one from, hang on a minute, from Mark Johnson, friend of mine at Christmas time. Bernie, last time I saw this car was at a classic car show just about 10 miles from here, and here it is going flat out on our lanes.
We were flat out down there. My house is half a mile there. I knew it really well. But they put chickens in, they never told me. That last one, we nearly did. We nearly took it. We nearly took it.
Just describe what it's like to be driving lanes that you've driven all your life and you live down here, to be driving them that fast.
Well, he's gone out. I was doing 7,250 most of the time in fourth on all these bends that I knew, and the tyres just stuck, and the car was absolutely fantastic. A brilliant stage. Tonight's been fantastic. We've really enjoyed it. It's gone really well. Now that the weather cleared up a bit, yeah, fantastic.
Love it, Bernie. Thanks for the energy. This Motorcraft Mark II Escort really looks the part, and There's a local classic car meet. This is not a rally car, is it? Oh, it is. It's one of the bowlers, isn't it? Sorry. It'd be interesting what time is for Justin.
Mr. Woodford.
I tell you what, Justin, that must have been some stage through there in this.
A bit slippery, to be quite honest. Yeah. But good fun, though. It was all right. Yeah, it was quick. Yeah. Fast stage, yeah.
This is the car I've seen at the Motorist, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah. You see it in a lot of places, yeah.
Good fun?
Yeah, brilliant, yeah. It's not exactly at home in these circumstances, but, you know, as you can smell by the brakes and that, but yeah, it's all right, yeah, it's good.
But I can tell you're at home in it because you've got a massive smile on your face, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah, brilliant, yeah.
I don't have to bend down to talk to you, which is nice.
Well, I do my best for you, don't I? I do try, you know.
I thought it was a recovery vehicle coming through.
Everybody says that, yeah.
Well done, guys. See you tomorrow. Look at that. One of the proper bowler defenders. And what an interesting car to be bringing out in these lanes. It's not exactly suited, is it? I'll come back to my story about the classic car meet shortly. There's a car running just out of order. Have you had some issues out there?
Yeah. Hello there.
Had some issues? I was looking for your time, Andrew. I can't find it.
I don't know what it'll be
Oh,
like.
I've got it actually, 11 and 9. Okay. What issues?
We had on stage 2.
Oh God, there's a list.
Yeah, there's a list. On stage, handbrake jammed on stage 2, so we couldn't move anywhere. We finally got it going, but after we'd got out the car and triangled and okayed and everything else, so we got obviously a stage maximum on that one. And other than that, we haven't got enough gears.
That's okay. I just said, you know, if you haven't got enough gears, it means you've used all the ones you've got to good effect.
Well, yes, in a way, I suppose. But so go back and double check this handbrake for tomorrow, because no doubt we'll need it for that as well. So
we'll see you first thing in the morning. Andrew Plunkett running a little bit out of order after those issues. James Burns alongside, 11.09 from them, off the pace that they would have liked to have shown us through there. Interestingly, these little Protons usually bang around in these lanes on road rallies, Jack, and here you are doing these riding stages in one.
Yeah.
You look like you've been working pretty hard in it.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot in here. Yeah. We're trying to stop it boiling, so we've got the heating on flat out. And not that it is boiling, just trying to stop it boiling, yeah. What did everyone else think of that stage? Did they think it was slippy or grippy?
Mostly slippy. Yeah. And flat out.
Yeah. Well, if you have the balls to be.
An unusual spectacle.
Yeah.
We will see you in the morning. Jack and Helen Hall in the little Proton Satria. A car we see often in the lanes here. Look at this. I tell you what, to see this car on these lanes, it must be very strange to be driving this Hannu Mikkola Escort flat out on your lanes in East Yorkshire.
It's wonderful, except I wish it wasn't dark. It'll be more flat out tomorrow in daylight.
Amazing, though. Word for the organisers, because I know, having driven up in South Cave, how the hell they got this off the ground, I have no idea.
It's wonderful. Beverley District have done a fabulous job. Absolutely. Top bob.
I agree. There's a man who knows his escorts and he knows these lanes pretty well. Local man, Dave Watkins. That Hannu Mikkola Mark 1 Escort looks and sounds the part. Here we go, the first of our classic minis.
How are you?
You're going to tell me you were flat out the whole way?
No, not at all. We weren't flat out. I couldn't see a damn thing. I struggle with night driving, but there we go. Got some big lights this time. But no, very good on the maps again, very good on the instructions. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to get the night out of the way. So let's see how we go tomorrow.
I love these lanes. I learned to drive on them, and to see these cars on these is brilliant. I live 5 miles the other way. It's fabulous to see you guys here. Have you enjoyed your first night?
Oh, bloody hell, yeah. Been a great night. Been a great event, really. And they've really promoted this event, and it's good to be in the championship. A good opener. Yeah.
Right, first one's underway. We'll see you in the morning. Shane and Julia. Listen to that. Sounds great, doesn't it? Straight cut gearbox of the Mini. RC40 exhaust. Shane Gamble, Julia Perry, the first of our Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship registered Minis. And I'll compare their time in a minute to this one of Andrew O'Hanlon. Andrew and Kevin look like they've had a mini adventure.
That's good fun.
I bet that was fun, wasn't it?
Fantastic, mate.
Absolutely unbelievable.
I'll wait for you to get your helmet off.
Absolutely unbelievable. Yeah. I don't know how you know.
Hang on.
I don't know how quick we were, at what the time was like, but I mean, I just enjoyed it.
I'm just looking I haven't got the times through for you or Shane. Oh yeah. You got a 12:14.4. Shane was 11:57 through there, but
Quicker than me then, wasn't he? Yeah, a lot quicker.
through this one, yeah.
Yeah, oh dear. Anyway, long way to go, yeah.
Long way to go. We'll see you in the morning. 10th and 11th in class, 1st and 2nd in the historic minis. Shane Gamble, Andrew O'Hanlon. Tell me about that, Matt.
Well, I've swapped seats. I last drove 6 years ago on gravel in a front-wheel drive car.
What do you mean? Is you haven't swapped seats, you got it back?
During the day, yeah. So that's, yeah. It was great. It was great. It was really good. I think we caught 3 cars in there. So, yeah, it was great.
You find a little something out about yourself driving a stage like that, don't you?
Yeah, you do, yeah. I wish we could do that again, actually, but we can't. Oh, well.
There's only one way to find out how big your kahunas are, and it is to drive a stage like that. Matthew Badley's 1600 Escort Sport looks fantastic, and it went pretty well on those lanes, he was pleased to say. Keith, you look like... Have you been grass tracking, Keith?
I've been up the verge twice, I think.
I can see you've been up the verge twice. My hands are all muddy.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too slippy, it's just that guy caught us and I was trying to keep up with him and just got a bit wild.
You just wanted to put a show on for the spectators, didn't you?
That's the other thing, yeah.
Happy?
Yeah, not bad, yeah, I think so.
You made it here and we go again tomorrow.
That's it, yeah. At least it's the daylight tomorrow.
Good luck tomorrow, guys. I haven't got a time for Keith Turner just yet, but if you're watching... Oh yeah, 11:50 for Keith and Tracy there, right. Les, that looked ace.
Oh, drove like a granny. I'll tell you, my mum could have driven quicker.
I was going to say my granny was pretty quick.
Yeah, I wish mine was. But no, absolutely useless. We've had problems on the first stage from this far, and it's sort of just compounded from there, lost our confidence, you know.
Yeah, I haven't got a time for you yet.
It's about 3 hours and 4 minutes.
13:25, yeah, a little way behind, but...
Yeah, I know that.
We go again tomorrow.
All right, buddy, good to see you.
You too. Oh, Les, down on his uppers there, wasn't he? A little bit frustrated. You happy enough?
Yeah, caught 3-4 cars in there, so fairly happy, yeah.
Nice.
Trying a bit too much maybe, but it was good, yeah. Looking forward to tomorrow, just wanted to get through tonight, but...
Just a big grin on Grace's face.
Felt good, so we just carried on. Yeah, so...
keep going now.
Yeah.
Right, well, you've got to go to sleep.
I know, exactly. That's going to be...
Try and get the energy gone and go to sleep, and then we'll see you in the morning.
Can we just do all of them now?
Yeah, let's do it now. See you guys. Grace was buzzing in there, wasn't she? Gareth, what do you mean, like you weren't expecting to see me out here somewhere?
Expect to see you actually. How are you doing? All right?
Good, how was that?
Not too bad. We've got a little bit of problems with going up the revs. We're losing a bit of power, so I've just had to nurse it round, unfortunately. But we only got overtook by one person, so it's not too bad. But there is an issue, which hopefully we'll get sorted when we get back to service.
There's a pile of spare parts just parked there if you need any.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I might call you up on that. Like, I might need it. Don't know what it is. It's sort of, it drives all right for a bit and then it loses power. So I don't know, it could be the belt slipping or something like that. So we'll get it sorted.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, cheers. No, thanks a lot. See you later.
Gareth Humphries in the R53 Mini, rallying his life written on the back of that car, and it really is, isn't it? A Mark II Astra in proper colours. And I'm looking for the time, but it doesn't even matter because the car just looks that good, Matthew. What time was it through there?
I don't know what we're at. What we're at. Going what time?
It doesn't matter because you've got a Vauxhall Astra Mark II in works colours.
11:09.
Happy with tonight?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
It's more than half the battle on nights like tonight.
It is, yeah, we're really good. That last one, we're really good. Yeah.
What does the flashing light mean?
It's getting a bit warm, but we're all right. No, past 2 cars, caught another one, so yeah, all right.
I'm letting you go because I'm not having a Mark II Astra on my conscience if it overheats while I'm stood talking to you. What a glorious looking car with its proper works Mobile 1 livery. Matthew Walker, Graham Hepworth. No time through, I can't get it up. Well, Richard, this is some car to be putting through those lanes flat out, isn't it?
It's scaring me rigid.
I bet, yeah.
It doesn't stop, it doesn't turn in.
Really?
Yeah, it's Group 1 or ish. It's not complicated.
Far cry from the Nova.
Oh, it's another world. No power steering either. So I'm getting fitter by the corner.
That's got to be a good thing looking at the positives. Right, we'll see you in the morning. Richard and Pat Egger, if you've heard of REIS Insurance, now Kingfisher Insurance. That's where it came from. Mark, fun in this car, I bet.
Brilliant rallying in the dark. 11 mile stage, fantastic.
And the co-drivers going in and grinning like that, you know it's been a good stage.
Oh yeah, there's a few woos in there.
And that was just you?
That was just me, yeah. She just kept quiet. Fasted on the straights.
Happy with tonight?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Fantastic event.
I'm going to let you go because we've got a bit of a queue. Now.
Good evening.
Good evening. Look at you laid back and chill.
Oh my God, that is amazing. First go at stages and in the dark. Oh my God. Caught 2 cars and passed them. Feels amazing.
Look at that big grin on your face. I'm loving the energy at this point in the entry. Do you know what? By this point in the entry, normally people are absolutely wiped out and they just want to get back to service. These lot are loving it. Gareth Price, Liam Evans alongside a 10-11-2 from them. And this. Phil.
Loop all back.
No, this thing looks amazing.
It's me loop all back. It looks the part. It's got binding brakes, just weaves all over the road, doesn't want to go where I pointed. It's mint. It's mint. We lost the alternator and it's mint when it all works, but I can't get it to work properly.
Phil Chicken's bought a new car and it came with a big book of rally driver excuses. We'll see you tomorrow. But doesn't it look good? Okay, so he's not having so much of a ball inside that car, but that's okay. Are you having as much fun in here as they are in there enough?
Just about till the last 5 minutes. Yeah, well, like we couldn't won't let us pass. So
it's a very wide car.
Yes, you can say that, but still, there we are.
But apart from that?
No, apart from that, brilliant. Yeah, really good, amazing.
Fast stages, aren't they?
Very fast stage.
What time did you do through there?
Probably
no idea.
Not sure on that one.
It almost doesn't matter, does it? I haven't got your time up there at all. Let's have a look. 11:48.9. It's good. Top 10 on the cars tomorrow in the class. Have you a big push on?
Hopefully, yeah. Be a good.
See you tomorrow. I've got a right queue of cars, so we're gonna make the next few interviews really quick. Look at this. Proper Satria. Sum up that for me.
Mega, absolutely mega, like a road rally on steroids.
A road rally on steroids, that's the quote of the night so far. James Davies, Andrew Davies alongside in that lovely Satria. Is it a kit car? Looks like a kit car. You've gone that fast, your sunstrip's peeling off.
Plus the rest of the car's peeling off as well.
I'm just looking to see what time you did. What time did you do?
Not very good, I don't think.
You happy though?
Yeah, it was all right, yeah.
You made it.
Yeah, we're still going.
It wasn't that long ago the car was a tribute car and you know you were building it into a rally car and now here you are on the stages like these.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it takes me back to night rallying in the 80s.
Someone, in fact, the car ahead of you just said it's like a road rally on steroids.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. Yeah, we've been really fast. We're in 5th gear on there, on some of the straights.
That's why you go rallying, Thomas.
Yeah, that's right.
See you tomorrow.
Big lift.
Really passionate chap who has been building that car over time and was delighted to do his first rally in it last year. Look at this, another Astrum Works colours. Right. It looks ace. How was that?
Yeah, going really well, but a car's literally just rolled in front of us.
Who was it?
A Subaru. We followed him for a bit, but we were probably 100 yards back, and then we passed him, caught us, and then he just missed, and they were fat. But we were obviously.
I'm going to let you go then, because it looks like we've got a queue of cars behind George. Cheers. George Farrow. As you heard there, a bit of an issue in that stage, which I think the marshals are aware of and dealing with, so we'll keep these nice and brief. How was that?
It was sloppy in there.
Yeah, I bet. I'm just looking to see if your time's come through yet. It has, 11:19.
Right.
Well, you had a bit of a hold up then, didn't you?
Yep, a car went off in front of that lad there.
Do you know what number it was?
I don't know. What number was it on, do you know?
But happy enough with tonight for yourselves?
Happy enough we've got through, yeah. We're in wets and obviously it's dry now, but no, we're good now, we're happy.
Yeah, you'll be cooking then?
Aye, they're getting bin now. So first time I've been here, so it's good, it's fast.
Welcome to East Yorkshire. We'll see you in the morning first thing.
See you in the morning, thank you.
Watty Warwick, in the Peugeot 206 with a massive lamp pod on the bonnet. That was some car to be pushing on through there, isn't it?
Oh, mega. I just had a grin on my face all the way. It was so good. So good.
Nice. Happy with tonight?
Yeah. First proper stage rally in this car. So yeah. Looking forward to tomorrow.
I haven't got your time up yet. What did you do?
What did we do, James?
Sorry. Let's come up, John. Nice.
10:51. 10:51.
Nice. That's okay. We'll go again tomorrow. It looks like it was Alan Smith and Tom Purdy that went off car 142. How was that?
Sketchy in places on the single track there, yeah. It's good fun though.
Only rally drivers will say sketchy and smile at me.
Yeah, can't be helped, can it?
Perfect little car for sticking on the limiter through there.
Yeah.
What's on the limiter?
All the way through, yeah. Yeah.
It's not often we get to do that, so.
It's not, no, we should be grateful we get the opportunity, shouldn't we? Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
keep that
great.
smile going, and we'll see you in the morning. Pete Harrison, Nigel Morris did a 10:29.2 through there, 6th in the class, going into the overnight pole. Martin, some stage.
Wow, that's impressive, that's brilliant, so much fun. I let that guy in the yellow 106 past. I thought it was just quicker just to follow him because he was quick, but there was a point we were flat in 5th on them 5s and 6s. That was like, it was awesome.
Don't get a chance to do that very often, do you?
No, that was great fun.
I hope the organisers, and more importantly, the people who have really been working hard on getting these stages put together and agreed and approved and the PR done and everything else, are listening to this. I really hope that you guys are listening to this either now or later. Bill Rutledge, Alex Rutledge, the crew from just over the bridge in Lincolnshire, the Border Motors Club pair in the Nova, pulled over looking at the tracker, car 156, which doesn't look like we're going to get them through, which is absolutely gutting. How was that? I'm looking for your time.
Very good, actually. It was. We normally do road rallies. It was faster than the road rally.
Someone said a road rally on steroids earlier to me, Paul.
Yeah. The pace notes were making me go a bit faster than I would have been doing. Yeah, it was pretty great actually. We had a bit of a scary moment coming into the split. It was a downhill, and we were going right that time. And
you're not from far away from here, though, are you?
No, just Bridlington. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I know these roads, but. The notes, very good, yeah.
It's nice not to have to drive 3 hours to a rally, though, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed it is, yes, yeah. Indeed, yeah.
Enjoy your night, we'll see you in the morning.
Okay, see ya.
Paul and John Turton, then.
How do, Paul?
How are we doing, Jeff? Tell me about that.
We survived.
We survived, I'll take that.
Yeah, a flat out wobble on a 6 left, 6 being fast for us, but we've survived. First time back for 4 years, so we're just trying to get...
Survive to fight again in the morning, and we'll be there to see you do it. We'll see you in the morning.
Fingers crossed, all right.
Let's get through this queue of cars. Jeff Sim, Dan Callahan. I think that was just the rolling back part that got the beat. Tell me about that.
Faster than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. I caught up with someone at the end. But yeah.
Caught Richard Wardle, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Happy though?
Yeah, happy, yeah, ready for tomorrow.
First night done.
Done, yeah.
Describe that stage to me.
Fast.
There we go. It's not original, but we'll take it. Liam Wright, Ollie Boynton haven't got the time through for them just yet. Well. Kevin and Tanya Ablett, well indeed.
Hello, Paul.
Was that a mini adventure?
That was a mini adventure and a half, that was.
But you haven't seen those revs for that long, for a long time.
Oh, I haven't.
Good fun?
Yeah, it's good fun. Yeah, I just can't keep up with these young guys.
I haven't looked at the Battle of the Minis yet. I'm going to study that later, but...
We're at 50, so we're,
Right, I'm going to let you go, because these guys have got to get through.
Thank you.
The lovely X-Pac, or X-Power, sorry, MGZR has got a problem. Probably an alternator issue or something, they can't get this thing going. There we go. That's one way of doing the interview.
I know.
Tell me about that.
Horrible. It just conked out at the end. Oh, it did, yeah. We were like, it was like 1 kilometre to go.
It's not a bad time given that you, well, actually it is.
No. It's actually been quite a hectic day today. It was also, there was the delay.
You're Harry, aren't you?
Harry, that's right. I'm the co-driver. Yeah, we had a lot of delays. I had a mate of mine who rolled just not far behind. Yeah, I hope he's okay. Yeah, he's a great guy. You know, the local club.
Right, you're gonna have to go and give your driver a hand, I think. All right, we'll see you later. Do you know what? We'll get the interview either way, whether they're walking, driving, riding, whatever it is.
You nearly jinxed me there. You very nearly jinxed me.
Go on.
It was stalled there. I think, oh, don't stall now, comrade, don't stall now. It's like that is half the stage. I reckon we were on the rev limiter just sitting going.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I sang to him halfway through. I started actually.
What did you sing?
You don't want to know, trust me.
No, I do.
It's who the hell was I singing?
Think about it and tell me tomorrow.
I'll tell you tomorrow.
All right, guys. There we go. Love it. Ian Robertson, Andy Scott in the Avenger. Has been all a little bit of a blur, hasn't it? Those last few cars there. Mark, that's been quite a hectic stage end for the last few minutes there.
There's cars off all over in there. There's a scuba dude that's been over on its roof a couple of times.
No, it's not what it's
yeah, no. But it's a great stage. Yeah, that's a lot of fun out there.
Get about as fast as a Mini can go, right?
Just flat out everywhere. Just flat out everywhere until you get to the hairpins.
Good, well, yeah, but mind you, in this thing, you probably still can.
Yeah, no. I actually yanked on the handbrake this today for the first time in a while. Got to go around one of the hay bales.
Happy with today's progress? I'm just looking to see if the time's come through yet, Mark.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy just to be here.
12:39.9, fourth in class overnight. That'll do, won't it?
Yeah, we'll settle for that.
Laura looks happy too. Right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning, guys. Mark Manning, Laura Christmas. You've got a problem. Tell me quickly.
Yeah, fuel pump.
Okay, we'll let you go then. That sounds like a problem you don't want to stop for long with. Richard Wardle has a fuel pump problem in that Nova. We did think he was stopped. Okay, guys, that was a little bit hectic towards the back end of that stage there. I hope you enjoy getting a real feel for the energy and the challenge that the organisers laid on in the first 4 stages of the East Riding stages, the first round of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. To see these cars flat out on my home lanes, this Great Wolds stage has well and truly delivered. 2 out of 160 crews didn't enjoy being flat out on the limiter for 11.5 miles. I think the organisers will take that, don't you? And we will see you bright and early in the morning for Seaton 9:20. We'll see you for breakfast and more rally action.